Every time that I'm with you, boy, you take control. I'm your captive, boy. I know it's you I wanna see you tonight. I'll buy my ticket and the forgiveness on the mind. Performance make me feel good and you're so good. Jesus, and I'm Jesus, and I'm for your love. You're so good. Jesus, and I'm for your love. You're so good.
The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, morrismedialive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Welch's grape juice. You're good, good love.
Oh, shoot. I can't believe y'all made the playoffs.
Why you can't believe it?
I just told him the same.
Oh, we on. All right. 1, 2, 3. We're on.
Hey, what's that?
Something like that.
Thanks
Hey,
for
what's
the
up?
one.
We're back. Unfortunately, we're back.
Oh, it's a buzzkill.
Don't he?
Please,
You can smoke a joint, be good. Here come Lou.
Right.
Like you've been drinking
Hey, I'm Little
coffee.
Sticks,
TDP.
Dannon Green.
and we are back. Jeff Arnold is on assignment. He's working. Sometimes when I say what he's
location.
doing, he doesn't want to say. Don't tell people what I'm
Right,
doing.
right.
So he's working. He's doing something big, I guess.
He's
doing
working
what-
again?
Well, he's doing something that he's the big D. Usually he's a stage manager, but now he's
Director.
I
Okay.
don't know if that's.
Okay.
I'm sure it's somebody. He's
Sure he's
Gonna make her
sure he's
talk.
pissing off somebody right now.
Right.
Yeah.
directing Jason Whitlock.
Oh, we got so much to talk about
I
today.
mean, this is just crazy.
Oh,
Just-
cheers, gentlemen.
I mean,
Cheers. Good to see y'all. Happy New Year.
we did that already.
Oh, do we? Did we see each other before the New Year?
Yes.
Oh, how
Last
about?
week.
But you know, black people wish each other Happy New Year till like
Right.
about March. Just make sure we make it.
Well, you gotta know when you're gonna say it. You pause. So some people get tired of it.
Damn.
Especially if they're not having a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I can't.
I feel as long as you're alive.
Check,
That
check.
part.
I can't hear myself. What?
Teeder said it was Jeff at the gate. So I was like, damn, did they fire him?
Yeah. So when we saw you come in, we was like, damn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we
wrong.
thought it was Jeff. And I was like, dang, he's here already? Like,
Nigga done lost
No,
the
he
kid.
told you. He told you he was doing something, right? I
yeah,
already
he's
called
so
Poetess.
excited too.
Is it-
he
is it-
is so excited.
Good for him.
If something fell out, I mean,
He's actually working with one of my favorite artists, but I won't say the name because
Okay.
he told me not to say who it was.
but how did?
But it's somebody big.
And he's
He
Okay.
said he's directing it.
Jeff.
hey, I believe him.
He's in the Directors Guild right now.
Yeah, he is in the
I'm
director's
not gonna
guild.
hate on him.
For the devil.
Maybe he has a new attitude.
Yeah,
like, you know.
that's what Poetess is
I
trying
was
to
gonna
say.
send you something, and I'm gonna be bold and send it to you because I want you to put it up.
It's a dick pic?
No,
It's a little dick pic.
no, my boy sent me a picture of us when we were like 12, I think.
Who's
My
we?
boy, my boy John Jones. We grew up together.
Oh, when you two were 12.
Yeah. And it's the funniest picture. I sent it to my kids. I'm saying, good thing y'all
Well,
got
let's
your
be the
mamas
judge
look.
of
Yeah,
that.
dig it. I mean, yeah.
Because everybody was supposed to send a picture of themselves.
I was, but then you told me not to.
No, never told you. You always and you think somebody told you not to.
I'm sorry,
I don't
I
know
just-
what kind of. Oh,
I gotta blame you. I gotta
don't
blame
know
you.
what kind of upbringing you had.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I understand why you sensitive.
Thanks, Foster Claus.
Hello, hilarious. So I'm Little Sticks. Did we do that already?
Yeah, we did again, Dannon
sorry
Green.
about
Yeah.
It is what? It's the
11th
week
day
after.
of the year, bro.
My dad's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday, Pops.
So,
my only fan.
Mr. Dick
Yeah,
Senior.
you know what's funny? He says he likes you on radio, but when he calls me, he says, "Danny gets on my nerves."
Damn,
Oh,
Pop,
wow.
damn,
No,
Luke.
I'm just kidding.
You just had to share that, huh?
Yeah,
Of
yep.
course.
Throw your dad under the bus like all the other comedians. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to say that.
Everybody's talking about it's just. But you know what's funny? It's because I talked to some people that had never even heard it.
Yeah.
Like, and what are you talking about?
Like you ain't heard it. You were one of 48 million that did not hear.
How many people are in the world?
8 billion, they
8 billion.
say.
Okay, so 48 million is not a lot compared to the world, because we think everybody in the world is Twitter.
Right.
We think it, but there's a lot of people who don't have social media, they're not on
But
it.
it's a lot when you go into one spot. That's what makes it a lot. I know. I agree with you saying.
I think everybody just wants to be. Everybody in this world, I feel, wants to be noticed, and whatever reason. I mean, we chose it as our profession because I guess whatever we were going through, we decided that we needed that.
it was the foster issue.
But
for me.
now everybody wants to be. You know, people who are lawyers and doctors are now going into entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, where before they were just happy to be in their profession. Now everybody wants that, as they say, 15 minutes of fame.
Well, everybody, that's you know, how many times have you heard someone say, "I'm an engineer, but I really wanted to be a writer. I'm this." Someone's always said something different.
But now you can do that. Now,
Yeah.
if you're really good at your profession, you can translate it into something that you can show on TV or something.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's a. My friend said that this was years ago, 20-something years ago. He was like, he was saying that it was going to get to the point where people were going to just have not anything left to do but be naked on TV, and here we are.
Well, that's coming.
Yeah, that's on. Like
Yeah.
Naked in the Parade, something
Oh.
like that. People just don't have enough. You have that little bit of talent that you say, I'm just going to.
But you know what's funny? That's why this Katt Williams interview with Shannon Sharp is so intriguing. Because no, just hear me out though, bro.
Okay.
This is for your nose get up in the air. Because of what you're saying, it seems like now it's becoming a tiresome of that in the world. I think the pendulum is changing.
The who?
The pendulum.
Oh, that one.
And you know what? Damn it. I'm gonna start the words I can't say right.
It's changing to what way? What do you?
Well, I think people want to see more truth, and they don't want that kind of stuff that you're seeing. I don't think people are getting tired of seeing. How many times can I see the same woman or different women show their ass on the internet?
But so you use the word truth,
Depends on how long your phone stay charged.
and I know Poetess had mentioned something about, she said online about, everyone believes it's the truth.
No, but let's put it this way. I'm not going to say what he's saying is all truthful, but he's not lying on a lot of the stuff.
Well, like my friend said, there's two sides to every story.
And we heard one side, which is why we are hearing his side.
But his
if
side
you really
is-
want to be honest,
is
right?
negative. I mean, because my whole thing was I
Say like you just said. His side is negative.
well, it's negative towards the people he's talking about.
Well, I don't agree with some because they were very good friends of mine. Quake, especially Quake and said. But the thing I'm saying is, like he said, I didn't say nothing for a long time. Shannon, you had these people come on your platform, and he's got 4 or 5 people saying,
no, Katt has said a lot of things.
Look, what did I just say, Lil? Come on, Lil. I just said he said,
Right.
if you watched it, I haven't said anything publicly for a long time. He said, these guys came on your platform and brought me into it. He said, now, I cannot let what is truthful, like you said, well, I can't let, people that are winners, let losers come up there and rewrite history. So I'm not agreeing with you, but you can't say that he's wrong or it's
didn't
not.
say he was wrong. I
No,
said
but
it's
you
negative.
But you try to.
I
I'm
said
sorry.
it's negative.
Yes, but it's not negative if it's his truth.
It's even if it's true, it's negative.
No, his truth. I'm not saying it is.
It's negative.
Is it negative because Lou? And I'm asking you this question: is it negative because is he being negative or just coming out being flat out like hating, or is it negative because you feel like that was something that didn't need to be said?
I'm just using the word negative.
But you have to say why you're using it.
No, there's a positive and there's negative.
Okay.
What he's saying is this person did this in a negative way. It's negative. So what I'm saying, you could say this person did this and it was really nice, or this person did this and it was really bad. So it's negative.
But
or
every
positive.
action causes a reaction.
I didn't say. I
No,
don't-
no, I know, yeah.
I'm not even. I don't even care about it. 'Cause
No,
to
but
the
you
point-
said. But you just said. You just
I
said.
just said it. He's just like I say. Dannon is an alcoholic.
Okay, so
That's
and I am.
negative.
But if it's the truth, then I can't say it's negative.
Well, the point is, it's really, if you are an alcoholic, who is Lewis to get on social media and tell everybody?
Exactly. But it doesn't mean it's a negative because if
Yes,
it's
if you're an
It is-
alcoholic,
well,
I'm not being an alcoholic.
how I
it's negative.
respond. See, don't hear me out.
Okay,
you're
but
absolutely
how
right.
do people look at alcoholics, though? Do they
As a negative
do they-
thing.
Okay.
But
No, not the man selling it at the liquor store, though.
Yeah, I guess
here goes my
it would
friend.
be from what
yeah,
perspective.
but POTUS and Lewis, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, you said it first. If you said it first, right, and it's true. Now, no matter how it is, I have one or two ways of looking at it. I can respond and not say anything, or I can respond and feel like I'm defending myself. And I just believe that's all Katt is doing. I'm not agreeing. Right. And when it comes to Said and Quake, those are my guys. So, I don't have any opinion on it. But there are some things, and I know there's one thing and a few things that he said that was absolutely true.
Don't you have a segment?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
But it's not going to be. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it'll be negative.
But to the point of
Go ahead.
when the blowback came, did they address what he said, or did they just talk around it?
I'll let y'all answer that. I don't want to.
I don't know.
I know what he did. But
Out of all the things to talk about in the world, I just there's so much going on, and
a little bit. This is. I don't understand why that bothers you. I always wondered that. Why does that bother you?
Well, on a brighter note, we have Lewis's childhood picture.
no, don't you put that up yet. Don't put that up.
Is that a brighter note?
okay.
No, that's not
Can we laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we have
Later,
some joy?
Later,
No,
later.
can we? No, I'm gonna
using
laugh
that as my
now.
segment.
Oh, I
Let
apologize.
that be my segment.
I apologize.
So, how was your week?
I'm alive.
Cool. How was your week?
I had a great week. We are. I've signed the little deal for my comedy show February the 10th. So if you live in Los Angeles, Pasadena, or the Valley,
Surrounding Los Angeles area.
Yeah, thank you, TDP. We have the comedy show,
What venue
Ladies
is
Night.
it?
It's at the Ice House.
Cool.
It's called Ladies Night. 5 comedians, all women, and myself.
So you say you signed a deal, so you have to.
I signed the contract with them.
So a contract, Ice House, you have to bring in so many people.
I don't have to do anything. Actually, they've really got it nice where they give you a percentage of the door. So whatever you sell, that's the percentage you get, and vice versa. 'Cause,
So you get they get the drinks, and
they get the drinks, and I get the percentage of the door.
so all you do is get percentage of the door.
Yeah. So if I sell out, I do well. Even if I don't, I did well last time. But this one,
You don't have to
ticket price
put
is even a
anything
little
up?
higher. Don't have to put anything up.
Okay.
So I made the flyer. I think I gave Poetess a copy of it. I don't know if she put up, but I gave her the flyer.
Well,
A lot of good stuff is going on.
Jeff going to direct it.
Thank you. Huh? Can I get Jeff to direct it?
Yeah,
I would have. Hey, can I say something on that real quick? There were some people that were upset with Jeff.
About what?
Well, because they felt like Jeff was in his feelings last week. They agreed with you when he didn't take the call.
Now, who are these people? They call you up?
Yes. There's people that watch the show, believe it or not.
So, you mean in chat room? You talk to them?
No, there's people that I know that watch the show.
Okay.
Specifically.
Those people were upset, or was it?
Well, they weren't upset, but they agreed with
Well,
you.
we got how many? 17, 18 now? We've moved up like 21 people, right?
Well, 80 of them called me.
And they were upset?
No, they wasn't upset. They agreed with you.
I don't care.
Okay,
I gotta start
I'm
caring.
never.
I gotta
You know what,
start
ladies and
caring.
gentlemen,
That's
that
my
is to be
point.
the last time I
gotta
kind of
start
give Louis Dix props or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and be an asshole. TDP?
And that's the thing.
I'm with you.
Thank you, because you know what I was trying to do here, right? Thank you, TDP.
Everyone loves to get props on that, but that's not what.
I know.
do
I know
things
you don't
for
live for
props.
that. Okay, keep going.
No, I mean,
no,
it's
I'm
once
not,
you
no more. Okay,
once
you got me.
Once you have children,
You
all
got
that,
me.
go for other stuff.
No excuses needed. You got me.
I play with
makes
one
me
of
look
the
bad. It
coaches-
makes me look bad,
One of
ladies
the
and
coaches
gentlemen.
today
Trying
had
to give this dude
his
props.
little girl there
I got you.
today at practice. She's like 3.
Yeah.
And she's a really fun little girl, cute. The mama's just not good,
Little
And,
frazzled.
so he's a primary care. So he brings her to practice, and because he's one of the better coaches of varsity. So if I'm there, normally we have a girl manager. She watches it, but
Yeah.
she wasn't there, so I had to play with her
Okay.
so he could jump in some of the drills.
That was awkward.
Yeah, but the thing with a little kid, you just got to make noise because we were playing jump rope, and you got to make a lot
Noise
of
and
noise.
motion.
Yeah, you got to be emotional. You got to have motion. You got to be loud. You got to do silly stuff. And I realized, shout out to the people who have kids over 50, because that stuff wore me out.
Yeah.
You got to be a young parent to play. Now you got nieces and nephews, but they're how old are they?
Oh, they're all grown. They're grown.
Okay, yeah. So you got to be because because the main thing is not to have the kid fall,
Yeah.
because then you got to return them back with a knife.
Did you let her hunk your nose?
Oh, hilarious. But she's an athlete. She was climbing. She was jumping. We put the pad out there. She was fun. And then he was like, and then he got so comfortable. He's like, go over there with Uncle Lou. I was like, hold up, man. Hold up. I'm not doing this for real.
Yeah.
So then I told the head coach, I was like, he need to get back with his girlfriend because I ain't going to do this no more. But she was a cute little girl. Kai is cute. I had fun. It's fun playing with. They're so honest and innocent.
Thanks for that useless story.
Thank you. I mean, just to get off the story I was talking about, but it's
Well,
cool.
it was useful to me. I mean, people have kids, so you know.
You're a family man, Lou. You love
Yeah,
family.
Lou. God bless the child.
So
It's got its own.
It's got it.
you didn't sing that in your house, but
Didn't have
Oh,
to.
Lou, come on.
is that wrong? That's all right. But what a great week! Everybody seems. You think? Because normally after New Year's, people feel good. Their New Year's resolution, they're in it. They're speaking, saying, "I don't see it."
Yeah.
Kind of like people just went through New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Went through it.
None of them New Year's resolutions. None. People just the same energy that came in from last year seemed like it came into
Yeah,
this
it
year.
didn't seem like it was anything
For some
bad.
people, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with you, your stuff is working.
But
And,
do you think intentions or New Year's resolutions puts pressure on you?
Well, I think it's put more pressure on women. I think women are the whole soul of pressure, and because when you look at everything about being better and fixing themselves and makeup and this and that,
New year, new me.
yeah, and this and
I'm
this.
gonna join the
I mean, 'cause
gym.
Jeff did send a really nice,
Who just
a really nice thing, a topic.
I
which thought was
apologize.
interesting. By people, what's wrong?
I belched and I was trying to let it go by, but Mrs. Producer Ears heard
Oh
it.
my God.
She's in the music. She'd hear that.
Yeah.
That's a beat. It was on the 1 and 2. I was
Chef
told.
Merlin.
I was at the show, and the singer, his name is Lusk. Last name is Lusk. Black man. I forgot his name, first name, but
Your story.
he sang, and I was clapping. He said, "You're clapping on the 2 and the 4. You're supposed to not clap on the 2 and the 4." I knew I didn't have any rhythm, but I didn't know what that was. But something. Forgot his name, but he was a good singer.
You were saying that Jeff sent you something.
A topic which I'm really interested in doing because it was about people needing to find love. And it was about women. And this woman was on, we're going to show that video, right? And this woman, how she was crying and she just wants to find somebody to love. And
Was it
and
the white girl?
Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, I saw it.
I figured
She could have been light skinned.
Yeah,
She did
but
look-
it
With
was
the long black hair?
No, the
But I
gray.
felt
that's the other
I felt
one.
for her. And there's a lot of people who don't want to live alone and die alone. We're going to get into that, but it's just, and that's what I think before used to be the whole thing about New Year's
Yeah, I
resolution.
want to talk about that too because I'm in my 50s and I'm single, but I'm so cool with it.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite of old girl. I
Yeah,
think.
because you and your cat sit up and watch TV.
You smoke weed all day. You don't even know you're lonely.
I just got good friends and I got a good life. That's, I think, the bottom line.
It's funny that you would say that, and I commend you because a lot of women when they see a lot of women when they see a single man and they single, or if they like him or they think they might, whatever, they go, "Oh, what you want to? You want to die alone?" Like, no, I'm
It's
good
just
right
too
now.
much. It's just women. I feel for women because it's just, and I think a lot of this is self.
Inflicted.
Yes, because you just a lot of you
He
walk
didn't
right
wanna
past
say
a good man. But we're going to talk about
He
that.
didn't want to say it, but I did.
Okay, the whole thing. Let's start off with this. Everybody's on this thing, and we're going to go ahead and let off the heels of the Katt Williams interview on Club Shay. Shay, which received over 44 million views, is Stephen A. Smith going in on Jason Whitlock and Mark Curry versus Steve Harvey. That's an old thing, but Mark Curry.
But that's
saying
old
Steve.
too.
but
them.
they brought it up.
Yeah, they brought it up, and now Katt has a show where his tickets are $600.
Oh, you gonna sell out?
So they say the whole thing was marketing.
I
I don't think it
I don't
was.
believe that.
I don't think you. I do
don't
not believe it.
I don't believe that was intentional.
No.
Who could have predicted that video would have went 44 or viral? You just
Actually,
never
it's
know.
at 40 over 45 now.
Well, for someone that read as many books as he has, I'm sure he could have predicted.
I don't. I agree with you, POTUS, and I also look at. Well, go ahead. You introduce.
Well, no, that's why I think a lot of people do certain things now to hopefully get 44 million.
But we can't. Everything. See, that's the point I'm saying. What I said earlier, which you kind of disputed. People are tired of being forced to believe something they know is not true.
I don't think so.
How can
I think it's
force you to
getting
believe?
worse. I think it's getting worse.
Well, it's getting
because
worse, but I think you're getting people.
It's amazing that you could just put anything on the internet and people run with it. It's
That's the point I'm trying to make, though, because I think with Katt's video, he is saying, "Look, God's people are going to start shining."
I dispute
and-
your claim only
Okay.
because that video went 44 million views. So what
But
do you mean people are
that's-
tired of that kind of stuff?
No,
No, I think you misunderstood.
No.
You're saying people are tired of the other side.
The
of
other
it.
side
And
of
he
that.
thinks that this is what
That's
they
why
want.
they're looking at it. No, I didn't say the title of the
I
video.
misunderstood.
Yes.
My bad.
No problem. I'm
doesn't
saying.
like you.
Yeah, I know. And you know, she had to go and get me. No, I think that people looked at that video, and especially a lot of people that I've spoken to, and they're like, look, like I said before, whether you believe him or not, he is making a point of saying, look, I'm not going to keep being the guy beat down. I keep telling people.
Like you've said 4 times.
Like I keep telling people, the worst person in the world is a suicide bomber and a kamikaze pilot. Those are the worst people ever created. Why? Because they're not scared to die. They're not. You can't do anything to stop them. So what is happening now is you get people like Katt, and you're getting these other people that are getting these podcasts, and they're saying things that what people would say we could get them canceled or anything else. They don't care anymore. And in Katt's situation, again, that I believe is his truth, and people. That's why he got so many people agreeing with him. That's why it shows us. People not agreeing with him for no reason. I looked at that. I don't know if you looked at some of the chats or the comments, and people are agreeing with him.
Yeah, they agree, and they're running with everything he said is truth on that podcast.
And they
but
don't know. They weren't there.
It's not. But again, a lot of stuff that they're running with is off of the interviews that were already done. That's the point I'm making. He's not just snatching stuff out the air. He said it on air. I didn't say nothing for years, and then you got guys that coming over here and they're saying what they're
That's
saying.
8 times.
I watched it twice.
Okay, so the question is, Lou, on the thing.
The question is why people watching it twice, 3 times.
It's unbelievable. I don't know why we
this
have a
was
show
your question,
sometimes.
Lewis. Why do people prefer negativity?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't, and you know, it just seems to me that people just prefer negative stuff as over positive. I mean, why do these stories get so many views? I mean, there's
Because people didn't hear them. People weren't there.
We know it. We lived it.
I was
Stop
there.
talking
I was
about
there. I was there when that
Okay.
was said and Steve went down. I was there.
Mm-hmm.
When Curry and Steve Harvey went down, I was there. So I didn't see all these other people around when it was going down, but people want to hear these things that happen because it's in the business of entertainment. People want to be entertained, whether it's negative or not.
Right,
But
so
the
now-
negative prevails.
okay, but you have been around a lot of positive things.
Absolutely.
So if Katt had went on and talked about all the positive things that happened, do you think it would have got as many views? If he had talked about how a great time he had with Red Grant helping him get his political campaign together, and how he met such and such, and he met Kamala Harris, or he met the guy that's Good Trouble. If he talked about those different things, or when he met Barack Obama and sat down with Michelle Obama and what he learned, or we went to Africa. Chris Spencer just came back from Africa, and he was talking about how beautiful that was, and he was showing highlights of it, and in his little African outfit, and I don't know how many, I'm sure that didn't get any close to the views.
it was an Under Armour African outfit.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
You're saying this stuff, and we're saying this stuff about Katt. He was responding to
Stop
questions.
talking about Katt. Just put it in another lane. That's what I'm saying.
What are you saying, Lou? You listen to what I'm saying.
Listen, what I'm
no,
saying
you
is
just
that-
said why they talk negative.
Girl.
Yeah, you just said negative, and
Got
I'm
that piano
saying,
playing.
You keep saying Katt, use something else. Don't say his name. Just say something else. That's what I'm
Well, who
saying.
am I supposed to say?
Something negative or something positive. I'm not saying
Okay,
Katt is not the
we're
only one
saying-
that said something negative.
You're not even listening to me.
I am listening.
The
I'm
point
writing
I'm
it
saying
down.
is
You said
this.
it 10
No,
times.
this is the point I'm saying. We're talking about him, but he was responding to a question that came from Shannon Sharp. So you guys are acting like, and I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm saying we can't act like he wasn't responding to questions and what was said about him by other people. So you're saying he's negative, but if someone asked you the question and you responded to it, that's what it was. Not all of it was, but the bulk of it were questions from Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp said to him, "What about Steve? What about the movie when you did Friday?" I watched it.
Okay, but now
So why are we riding this dude?
What about Steve?
What about him?
Okay, the answer didn't have to be negative.
Well, Steve also didn't have to answer it.
What?
Steve Harvey didn't have to answer the question from Shannon Sharp.
Did he respond? What
What do
did
you mean?
Steve
You mean
say?
when Shannon
The initial-
Sharp asked him a question about when
His
he
beef
asked-
was his beef with Katt Williams.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just, if you watch, if you know what's going on, he responded off of what was asked to Steve Harvey. So why are we riding this dude?
I'm not riding this dude.
No,
See,
but you don't want to talk. No, you are riding because you said it's negative, positive. You don't want me to even say his name.
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying you
understand
said it 10 times.
What? That's what everybody. That's what 48 million people are saying.
And
So
now-
why can't we talk about it? That's what
10
we're supposed
times.
to do.
I'm saying there's so much other things to talk about.
Like
You
what?
keep-
Here's the thing, David.
Go ahead.
So
Help him out.
if you're talking about the guy who was interviewed and the people that he talked about, what's your relationship being in entertainment, the guy who was interviewed and the guys that he talked about? What that correlates with you? Mm-hmm. That's what people want to hear from you, not what they talked about outside of the issue. Where do you fit into these situations with these people he's talking about?
Right. You mean
say,
me?
Yeah, you saying I know I like you like.
Oh, I could. I could. But one thing I'm not going to talk about. Some of the situations. I'll say this. I know about, and we all were here on that one. I know about the Fat Tuesday part. I know about that part.
Yeah, but that's what people want to know.
So was said there because Guy Torrey went on and showed video on his Instagram of said being at Fat Tuesday.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
but I think said might have been there. But I know
Guy
there were other
Torrey
people.
Showed a video.
Okay, well I didn't see all
so
of that.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying on the interview that we've had here with Guy, you know, we know that it was situations where, and he said it too. There were people that didn't do Fat Tuesday. That was never there. That were in it.
But did he say Cedric?
I don't know. I won't even comment on it. I don't want to comment on it. All right. But I'm just saying. Matter of fact, no, I don't even want to talk about Katt because we don't want to say his name. But that's what everybody's talking about, and they want to hear our views on it.
But they want to hear your relationship to the story.
I'm cool. Okay, well, if you want to hear my relationship with Katt, okay, this is what I'll say. My relationship with Katt is that he's always been cool. I'll tell you two situations. One, I saw him do that joke at Fat Tuesday. I was there when he did that joke. Now, I don't know who did it first, but every one of us on this panel knows there used to be a thing back in the day. The first person that got it to TV, that's who it belonged to. Now, I know we all heard that one.
That was the unwritten rule.
Yes. Exactly. That was the unwritten rule. And the other thing I would say about Katt in terms of relationship to me, he called me up one day and he asked, he had a meeting with me because he was considering me to write for him, to write with him or write for him. And I had a meeting with him up in Calabasas. So I have to say, in terms of him, he was cool with me. He was respectful to me. He reached out to me through Michael Collier's ex-wife. So that's all I'm going to say. So when I'm saying, I'm not defending him, but I'm saying I know some of my experience with him was different than what people are saying.
Well, most people that I know that are close with Katt, and I've seen situations myself, he's helped a lot of people. I mean, he's put on a lot of people.
47.
He, I think it was last year, he was on tour, and he just brought on people on tour, just putting them on. Like people that like some of his opening acts were performers, like Monifa and Lady of Rage. So, and Lunel speaks highly of him in that way, that he's always looked out. So I hear a lot of positive things about Katt helping people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So he ain't all bad, I guess.
I didn't say he was bad or good. I'm just saying it's so much positive stuff that could be spoken about. And I say people pay attention more to the negative because that's what they feel comfortable with. They want to hear negative stuff.
Yeah.
It fuels them.
It's an addiction.
Yeah.
It's like what is that endorphin hit?
Endorphin means.
Yeah, it makes you say, hey, I want to hate too. That's why a lot of people say.
Yeah, because I noticed how after the Katt thing, how everybody's just hating on Sad now. Like, he's like one of the most lovable comedians ever. And now everybody is talking big mess about him. Because they now have been given
privilege that they can hate, as opposed to saying, that's what I'm saying. When I tell a young comic, instead of using the word hate, use the word confused. Because the bottom line is, when you say I hate something, other people can jump right on board. Oh, I hate it too. Yeah. Oh, or I don't hate it. Or because their thing is, I hate it or I don't hate it. And I'm saying if you say you're confused, then they got to make a choice of, does it confuse me, in what way?
And it's interesting because this whole thing is like the music business. You hear all the so-called negative rap, but no one's interested in, where's all the positive rap? Yeah, it's buried away.
I heard this thing about Kobe saying that when someone asked him the question, how did you score 61 points in your last game? Mm-hmm. And he said, that whole year, I worked 8 hours a day to get my game together. Mm-hmm. And he said, you didn't hear that part on ESPN.
Right.
So you don't hear the fact that this man was in the gym 8 hours a day putting that work in. Mm-hmm. All you hear is that, he missed the shot.
Right.
Or he scored 61. Right. And that's what I'm saying about people don't do the homework and know, what's behind that? Mm-hmm. What's behind that? Yeah, so somebody might take a joke, but did they work on another joke? Did they have, I heard Gary Owens telling the story about Steve. What are the other good stories? What are the positive of that?
I think the problem is that the stories that are coming out that like TDP knew or you knew or I knew, Poetess knew, we knew these stories back 10, 15, 20 years ago. We knew about that stuff. But the problem is that the public didn't know. So when it came out, that's what it was. Nobody knew. Think about it. I don't know how many people have asked you, but people have called me and said, I can't believe the competition between comedians.
No, coaches. A lot of the people ask me, say, "Hey, man, what do you think about that Katt Williams thing?" You need to think for yourself what it's about.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what I think about it. That's not important. You think about what did you feel about it. Well, you're a comedian. Yeah, I'm a comedian, but I'm my comedian. I don't need to tell you so you can start thinking a certain way.
People didn't ask me what I think. They asked me. They did not know. It was pretty much a statement. They didn't know that there was so much going on between comedians.
Well, there's things going on between
I'm just saying what
everyone.
people said.
But everyone.
I'm just relaying what
That's
people
what I'm saying.
said.
But this gives them something now to.
Caller, you're on the air.
Can we all pause and calm down?
Sweet.
Yes. For his is I. Yes. I would like
The Oracle.
What's up, Sweet Willie?
We have to calm down on this Katt Williams thing, okay? Let's just meditate for a moment and repeat after me. Numb nose, Renge Kyo.
Numb nose, Renge Kyo.
Numb nose, Renge Kyo.
Numb nose, Renge Kyo.
Let the power of the nose relax your spiritual essence.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you,
Now
man.
that we have brought the positivity into the room from the power of the nose, God. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, brother.
What's up, Sweet? How you doing, man?
What's up, man, TDP?
What up?
I see you over there. Goddamn DG looking like goddamn Spitty McPimp with
What's
that
happening
fly
with you, baby?
sweater. Yeah, bro. What you got that sweater from the Nigerians at the flea market?
I sure did. It was the last one.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. What they give you, 2 for $40?
1 for 30.
Hilarious.
Woo! Boy, I need to put some syrup on you, boy. You're looking sweeter than a motherfucking waffle.
Slow down, baby. Slow down, baby. I don't go that way, but thank you.
I ain't going that way with you either, man. But you know what you mean.
I know, bruh.
You need a Cadillac and a Buick Regal on your motherfucking driveway. Yeah? That motherfucker. What's up, Lou?
Hey, Sweet. How you doing? How's your son, man?
Hey, man, my son, man, he out here, motherfucker, trying to make a nigga a grandfather. I said, whoa.
How did his football season end? Did he play this year?
Oh, yeah, he played, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
How'd the team
But
do?
you know, hey, bro, we don't talk about that, bro.
He was that bad. How did he do individually first?
Yeah.
This is a Wonka Joe legacy. We don't talk about the losses. We don't talk about the wins.
Right.
We
It's all
the
positive.
Romans, my nigga.
Well, that's
We-
why I'm
we
asking.
got
How did he
Roman
do? What
propaganda
position?
over here.
Because he's he's a sophomore or a junior.
It's a good question.
Is it your son, first of all?
I'm going to have to ask that nigga. What grade is he in now, nigga? Shit, I don't know.
Come on, seriously. What grade is he? You know what grade he's in.
I think junior. Yeah.
Okay, so did he start?
My nigga, damn, do you want to hit this nigga up on motherfucking Instagram account? You want to send this nigga a DM?
No, I'm just asking questions that
I'm going
you
to let
should.
him know, like, hey, son, look, it's an old dude out in California. He wants to be your sugar daddy. You cool with that?
That's just stupid.
No,
Seriously.
he want to get his Harvey Weinstein on with you now.
Oh, nigga, come on, man. I'm trying to drink.
Luke coming with all this perversion.
Well, no, because here's the thing.
How's your son? How's your son, Wonka?
Okay,
How
'cause-
big is he now?
No,
How's his glutes looking in the football arena?
Well, no, there's a statistic because you said that he's trying to impregnate or thinking about sex, and there's a statistic
Thinking.
there's a statistic that says athletes who participate in sports are less likely to get someone pregnant or get pregnant because they spend so much time working out and
Tell them
playing
NBA
sports.
players that.
You know.
Okay, Luke, you got to stop reading the Oprah magazine. My nigga.
From cover to cover.
Stop reading the O magazine and watching O at 2:00 in the morning, my nigga. Where you getting your stats from, Luke?
Well, it's a fact because the reason is that You know,
It's a fact.
yeah, it's a fact because the simple fact is that they have school, they have practice, and on the weekends they have practice. Usually they have Sunday off, and that's that. So they really don't have a lot of time to do that, or because they're focused. So that's why.
And see, this is why Joe Rogan hasn't picked up the motherfucking In a Man's World show.
Damn you!
You're holding this show back, Lou, with your fucking your own Oprah facts.
Oh my God.
All right, so
This
how
is
are
all
you?
you.
How are you, and how's the trucking business?
Oh, the trucking business sucks, bro. How's the motherfucking comedy business?
Well,
Is it
you
good?
know, still here. So wait, the pandemic happened. Did you rebound from the pandemic because you got a PPO because you owned your own trucks, right?
The pandemic, what, nigga, what was that? 4 years ago?
Well, a lot of people you owned your own company. Am I correct? Because you had like 3
Yeah.
trucks.
Yeah, okay. No, not 3, my nigga. Don't make my dick bigger than what it is. Just regular dick.
How many trucks did you own? 2, right?
He's still on it.
2, my nigga. Yeah.
Okay,
2 big dicks.
it's all right. Well, good. I'm glad
It's all
things.
good. I mean, it's just America, my nigga. I mean, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We in the Biden era and shit. You know what I'm saying? The white girls got asses bigger than the black girls, my nigga. The
Listen.
white girls motherfucking looking like they motherfucking charging niggas motherfucking $250 an hour. The black girls going down $190 and shit, my nigga. We gotta keep this shit moving. You feel me?
Well, because there are a lot of
American
young black men like you who own their own business or who are trying to own their own business. And I'm figuring you might be able to just give them some insight or give them motivation to
Listen,
keep
man,
going.
You want to own your own business? I tell you what, do some shit that involves government contracts.
There you go.
That's it, my nigga. Get your ass in the motherfucking government business. Don't fuck with this free wildcat shit out here, and motherfuckers got to pay you this and pay you that, because everything in America is already a scam. You feel me? Everything, bro.
Yeah.
And you know that shit, Lou.
There you
when
go.
you went to Harvey Weinstein's house back in 1991. You feel me?
Okay, that was
Where
not
my
true.
dog at, man?
Oh, he's working. He's
He's on
working.
assignment.
He got
Oh,
job.
he worked.
He got a job.
Yeah, he's
He got
doing.
a job.
He's doing what he loves.
Job. Yep. Telling people
Yeah, man, I
nothing.
hear that nigga power walking and taking shits early in the morning now. So that's good.
Every time I drive by his crib, I don't see him walking or running in the morning. He says that.
Hey, Lou, man,
Yeah,
before you cut me off and motherfucking send me out the door, man, let me ask you a question, bro.
sure.
Did you watch the whole Katt Williams thing, no, bro?
No, I did not. I watched some of it.
See, and that's your problem right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay?
How long
Not
was
over
it? How
there.
long was it?
Not over there, but right her. See, the thing is, bro, Katt, I don't agree with everything he said, bro. But at the end of the day, and I'm not a Katt Williams fan, by the way, because I don't need to motherfucking watch a comedy special of a nigga cursing me out and telling me I need Jesus in my life. I already know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, I will say this, though, bro. The nigga did give context. Am I lying, Danny?
No, he did. He
He
did.
gave context, my nigga. When you give context, that's intelligence, Lou. You feel me? You watching them little motherfucking TikTok skits about what Katt said, and you're like, this negativity.
No, I did not
You know
watch
what I'm saying?
TikTok.
Nigga, what, you a real housewife of Atlanta?
No,
Shit, my
slow your roll. I did not watch TikTok. I watched some of the interview, and that was enough for
But
me.
Lou, my
Why,
nigga.
why am I gonna give him 3 hours of my time? How long was the thing?
But Lou, my nigga, we're men, bro. Okay? This
Yes.
is manhood, bro. This is a blood sport, bro. Iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel, you feel me? We have to motherfucking cut out the weeds, bro. That's what men have to do. This is what we do.
Now-
So, yeah, I like Steve Harvey. Okay, yeah, I like Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, I like Lou Dixon. But, hey, bro, if a nigga gonna motherfucking come for your motherfucking neck, then protect your shit. Or don't have motherfucking pollution in your motherfucking shit where niggas can't come for your neck. You feel me?
Well, I'm from the old school where if I'm gonna talk to a man, I'm gonna talk to a man. If I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say it to his face. If I got something to listen to him, I'm gonna listen to him in his face. I'm not gonna go on another show and somebody talk to another man about another man. So that's just how I was
But-
raised. That's just me.
But what if another man keep ducking you?
No, but then then I don't have anything to say to him. But I'm not going to go on. That's what I'm going to say this, and it's not right. But that's what we used to see women do: go back and forth. Girl, she said that. Well, girl, she said that about you. What she say about you? My whole thing is, look, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it out loud so you can hear it. and we deal with it. And if I can't deal with it, I'll call Jeff.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you the type of nigga where you like, yo, I'm gonna see this nigga when I see this nigga, and if the nigga motherfucker come within 6 feet on me, then I'm gonna call Jeff, because Jeff gonna keep the blame.
No, but basically also, I'm not gonna really get into that. If he's saying something about if he says something about my mother, something that he doesn't know about, if it's not true, then I'm not gonna listen to it. And if it is true, then I'm gonna keep it moving, because I have so many other important things in my life than sitting
No,
on.
you don't.
Okay, well, I feel I do. Then
No,
to sit across from Shannon Sharp and talk about I just, it's just, I just, there's so many other things to share with the world other than a lot of the stuff I felt he shares. And that's just me. And hey, so, that's just me. I'm not going to go sit and listen to him talk for 3 hours about other men and other situations. No, I'm not going to learn anything that I can use.
Well, with that being said, shout out to Code 3, because apparently she has some very angelic vagina to make you turn into such of a corny ass dude who's just like, I'm not going to sit around and talk about dudes. I got better things to do.
Yeah, I do. I got a game
That's
tomorrow.
some good ass pussy,
I'm dealing with. I got young kids who are trying to figure out their application, and they're upset with their father, and they don't know how they feel about themselves, and I might need to listen to them. So I'm going to take the time to listen to them before I listen to Katt Williams.
Yeah.
Because that's more important to me. If I got a kid that's 16 and I make him smile when I say, hey man, good job, keep working hard, son. Coach, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Well, what do you think? I'm going to give that answer. That's where my focus is. If my son needs some information, or my daughter, or Code 3, there's so many. If Poetess call me and needs something, or if Dannon calls me, I'm not going to pick up. But if Dannon calls me, I'll let him leave a message.
AKA
but
Jeff.
It's just so many things. And people who are mature, that's why it blows me away that a lot of people over 50 are actually so into this. But when you talk to older people in their 70s and 80s, they have so much rich stuff to talk about. And it's like my man said, it's like Dr. Cosby said, and when I asked him the question about did him and Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte and all that do that, he'll say the simple fact, what did they change? What did they change in this massive world? What did they do? What did they change? Look at what a person does and if they help them. So, so with all due respect, Katt and them can do what they want to do. That's fine. But here's my main thing. Just like I made a conscious choice that I'm not going to cuss when I do my comedy. Now, when I started off, I cussed, but my thing is, that's what everyone else. They were a lot of funnier people than me in that way, because I didn't know how to cuss the right way. So I'm going to do me, and I'm going to stand on me. And you either respect that or you don't. I already got the true friends I have. Fat Paul, Peanut Boogie, the cat sitting here.
Can I show the picture of you?
No, not my boy yet. My boy John Jones.
Scared.
When can we laugh?
Yeah.
You're scared,
When
Lou.
can this show get light?
Go ahead.
man.
All right, here you go. Here you go. Wait.
All right.
Watch it. Here go Lou.
Which one? Which one is he?
Oh, that's cold. That's my boy John
Which
Jones.
one is he?
Now that sweater, I got that down 30th Street Market.
Are you watching Wonka?
Yeah, what's up?
Now, my boy John Jones worked for the government.
We got Louis.
He was on assignment. He had his highest clearance. He raised his family in all in countries in Africa.
Just get to the picture. We don't need to
But
hear
yeah,
about
those were bell bottoms, I'm sure. And you see this, the shirt was I don't know what's underneath that. But the collar was long.
Oh my God, I didn't even noticed that till you said something.
Yeah, they're like a camisole. What is that called?
Camisole.
Yeah. But I thought when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I was kind of big for 12. But then I'm like, John was short. But John he was a Christian.
He looked like he turned out to be a salesman. Where did his life turn out to be?
Military.
Okay.
Military. And he played soccer. And so everybody has to come up with a picture. You got to come up with one.
Oh, I have one.
Okay. Do you have it on your phone?
No, of a young picture of me when I was a kid. I'll have to take.
Do you have one?
I think so.
Yeah, you all got to say. I was bold enough, and I kept contemplating. I was like, I should have sent it. They're gonna roast me, but that was me.
Oh, I got my graduation picture.
All right, yeah, put it up. Yeah. Go ahead.
Somebody in a man's world picture, chat room put in a high school picture of Jeff.
Yeah, he said that was him. It doesn't look like him. Let me
It
see.
does look like him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
that.
gotta pull it. I gotta pull it up.
Danny,
Okay.
you have a picture in your phone about?
No, none of the phone.
All right, we got it.
Na 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 na.
Okay, so you want to say something
Get jiggy,
in
man.
reference to? It's Willy.
No,
on?
no.
Oh, okay. Okay, you.
What? I get so personal about this stuff. It's really draining.
Right. You mean the whole Katt Williams thing?
Just in general, just if you don't watch it, don't comment. If you watched it, then make a comment. Like, why all this I gotta stand against, it happened already.
Right.
It happened.
Because there are a lot of stories that we could tell in this business.
Man.
It's so many. It's about, if you've been in the business long enough, there's so many stories you could share.
Right.
And whoa. If you go back
The only
to-
reason I'm talking about it, I thought, was because we are a show in the man's world, and people are going to ask us. Go ahead.
Call it. You're on the air.
Hey, what up, man? It's Pooh Lee, man.
Pooh Lee.
Yo, yo.
Hey, man, this nigga Katt tripping. You taking that man wife on tour with him?
Whose wife?
Tory Hart.
Ex-wife.
Yeah.
Are you serious? She's not funny either.
Yeah, she going on tour with the man.
Do you think that's a jab against Kevin Hart? Because
Hey,
now
TDP.
everybody.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I know it ain't that sick yet. Man, what's going on with your Lakers, man? When they won their tournament, they ain't been the same.
Well, if it's in the word, you said won the tournament, right? Won the tournament.
They ain't been the same, bro.
Yeah, well, it's football right now, so Cadillac and relaxing. It don't get cracked until the playoffs, so.
Hey,
Lord, not gonna make the playoffs.
Lou,
Excuse me, I'm talking
y'all
about
gonna win state again, Lou?
Yeah, man, we looking like it, man. Looking like it. We heading to Boston. They play Saturday. Monday, Martin Luther King. They're playing a tough team.
Pooh Lee, what you doing? Setting up bingo?
Hey, man, I'm at the lounge right now, man.
I hear you doing something.
The
Yeah,
bingo.
yeah, man, I'm at the lounge right now, man. I had to check in with my boys, man.
Okay.
Hey, what the Philadelphia gonna do, man? They looking terrible.
Terrible,
Talking
man.
about the football team, the Eagles.
Yeah, we need some. I think it's a setup. I think we did it so that people can think we're not going to win, and then we're going to start playing well in the playoffs.
We'll talk
Hey,
about
man,
it in
y'all-
the sports section.
Hey, y'all, but
Oh,
y'all
yeah, you're right.
defense suck, though, bro. Y'all defense trash, man.
Our linebackers are horrible.
I have no comment at this
I can't
moment.
believe Danny said that. we setting them up.
All right, my boys, I had to just check in with y'all, man.
Wait, Pooh Lee, I got a question for you, Pooh Lee. Pooh Lee, I got a question for you.
What's up, T?
Now, being a connoisseur of entertainment, how much of the stories that Katt Williams talked about that you knew or wanted to know in that
Yeah,
situation?
I think it's a marketing thing, TDP. That man going on the tour.
Okay.
I looked at the tickets, all damn near every show sold out.
Yeah.
Damn near 100 shows, damn near 85% of the shows sold out.
God.
Yeah.
So I think it's just marketing, man.
Okay. I respect your opinion.
But what you think about the ex-wife going on tour with Katt, though?
It's just work.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah,
for
I
her.
feel you on that.
Sure.
Y'all have a great day, my brother.
All right,
You too,
brother.
Pooh Lee.
Yeah.
Be good, man. Happy New Year.
Jeff sent his picture. He
Okay.
just texted me. Here's Jeff's family photo. Oh, his mommy was pretty.
Yeah. Now where's Jeff?
Yeah, where's Jeff?
I'm thinking it's the taller one.
It's not the one that looks high.
There's one not paying
Front,
attention.
'cause he
That's
don't do
probably
drugs.
Jeff.
No,
The one
no.
looking away from the camera.
He didn't say which one was him.
No, the one looking away from the camera looks.
Yeah, that looks like Jeff.
No, Jeff looked like the one because Jeff is the youngest, right? No, he's got a younger brother.
Oh, speaking of that, he wanted us to wish his brother a happy birthday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so well, Jeff's got to tell us which one. I
Yeah.
think it's the one looking off, and he look kind of soft.
Whoever birthday it is, happy birthday.
Don't he look how he's
It's
standing?
his brother Rami's birthday, his
Oh, yeah.
60th birthday.
Hey,
Rami.
Happy birthday, brother, man.
And
So,
now he said all of his mother's children, or sons, are in their 60s, never been to jail, never been on drugs. So salute.
But what about his
that's
dad?
great parenting with a little bit of luck.
Look at it. That's an old picture, little thing marked off. They look like they cut Daddy's
That's a
off.
Polaroid.
Jeff's got to text us and tell us which one is him.
Yeah, we're not lacking information.
I think it's the guy that's not paying attention.
Well, all right, which one is cross-eyed? Let's find the eyes.
The one in front? The one with the white sweater
He
on?
said the one in front. Yeah, Jeff, since you're listening, which one is you?
He shouldn't be listening. He should be working.
They might be on a 5. Take 5. I got to send this picture in.
He also sent a video that he
God
just
damn.
did a cameo in.
Oh, he's going to be here in essence. Okay.
All right, here's a little bit of it.
What we doing? What we doing? Huh? What's up, twin?
No.
There he is.
Oh, man. I don't think I would be seen in that one.
Wait,
That guy was.
this is what he's doing right now?
No, this is a video he said he did a cameo in.
He did a cameo.
That was
right?
a cameo? Looked like he was in the way.
Look
Play
like,
it again.
Look like he just tapped to do an ass.
it
Like, go ahead. see you
That's
later.
Anderson Paak and Victoria Monet.
What we doing? What we doing?
Look at the look.
Huh?
Thanks for that
What's
booty.
up, twin?
Look at Jeff. Thank
No.
you. I miss you.
Now,
Talking
I'll be honest,
about.
I know Jeff well, and he walked just like his son. That's how his son walks. His son walks just like him. Like he nervous. Play that one more time.
It's a
Look how
cameo.
nervous he look. He didn't even stand and take his moment.
What we doing? What we doing?
Like somebody in the headset said,
Huh? What's up,
hey,
twin?
get out of the shot. Get out of the shot. You're in the shot. You're in the shot.
We
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about.
Somebody probably fanned him like
Ass out the way, man.
Now, this is, what's this guy's name?
I don't
Anderson
know.
Paak.
Anderson Paak.
What does he do?
He's an artist, musical.
Yeah, he's so dope.
He's dope.
Okay, so
Did he
he
write that
said,
song?
Jeff said Rami is in front
Okay.
and that he's on the left side of his dad.
So he's the small one.
He's the small one.
I guess
He's the one
so.
that the picture is cut in half.
They all look alike though.
Well, hopefully.
So to the pictures left to our right.
Yeah, to it. Yeah.
Okay, pictures of, yeah. Well,
His
he looks
mom was
obedient, doesn't he?
gorgeous.
He looked
Yeah.
like he just got a whooping.
Happy birthday, Rami.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday, brother, man. God bless you, man.
He said Rami's in the front?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you met
and he
Rami?
said his kid, none of his kids ever did drugs. He was on something there. He might have been
Sugar.
on. Yeah, he might have been on sugar. Yeah. He was on
Dun,
sugar.
dun, dun,
Well, shout out. At least
Did
Jeff
you
had
meet
enough.
his brothers before? Have you met Rami or
Yeah,
his brothers?
yeah. I picked his mom up from the airport. His mom is still beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Caller.
We ain't never had many of this
Y'all on
calls.
fire today.
You're on the air.
Uh-huh.
Live from the Spit Factory. I mean, the Hit Factory.
Hilarious. Mr. C.
My screen wet as hell.
See,
Oh, what's up, man?
The great TDP.
How you do, sir?
Great Lou Dick.
what's up, man?
Great Dannon Green.
My man, what's up, brother?
How y'all doing, man?
Good, man.
Swell.
How's the family,
Better
man?
than I deserve.
Great.
Better than I deserved. Classic.
Classic.
Now, how did everything work out for you? Because you had moved to a new job and everything, right?
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Yeah, like 4 years ago. No, that's what I'm saying, because we haven't heard from you. About 4 years ago, you were starting a new, something new.
Yeah, new life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your daughter's
Absolutely.
graduated, right?
Nah, they still at it, man.
Oh, she's still at it?
Both of them, man.
Oh, wow. Wow. And how's the wife?
She's doing well, man. She's great. Thanks for asking. To make that be the last time you asked, goddamn it.
Like your attitude.
Well, I know that's important to you. Come on now. I think your number's still the same. I think I still got your number.
Damn.
Nah, man.
Time to
Nah,
play our
man.
game.
No, we were friends.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
amazed at how I'm talking to Lewis and them, how you guys just remember each caller's personal lives and kids, and I think that's
Well,
dope.
TDP remembers all of them. I just throw out the kids and hoping they say yeah.
I know nobody.
Hilarious.
But no, I know Mr. C. I mean, he was
Yeah.
important to us. I mean,
Absolutely.
he dropped a lot of knowledge, and
I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
we enjoyed
I've
talking to
learned,
him.
I've learned some things from you guys as well. So
Well, good. That was before Dannon was on the show, but yeah.
hilarious.
So things are well?
Hey, man, things are great, man. I cannot complain, man.
Nobody's pregnant?
That is
Not in this house.
His left hand is.
Hilarious. I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah.
TDP, I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Heavy on the Emmy.
Dan is lit.
Helping him out.
Dan is lit. Hey, so
Yes, sir.
Dannon's talking about it, and he's right. 44 million. You have a take on it?
44 million what?
That's the new thing
Oh,
you're
you
talking about.
talking about
Cat.
the Club Shay Shay interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that interview was hilarious, man. that joke was funny, man. But I mean, I really don't. I'm indifferent about it. It's just, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
One thing, it's interesting. It's kind of odd that you would. At least I would think that guys who have been in the industry for as long as they've been in the industry, that they got to be friends, but I wouldn't understand or see the animosity. But again, I'm not a comedian, so
Yeah.
I understand though. I mean, it's if you've been in that craft for as long as you have, and you think you got a winning routine, you don't want to see nobody else do your work. So I get it. I understand it.
Right.
But man, it's the world we live in, man.
And I'm sure people have beefs that work in the hospital, the people, all
Any
different-
industry.
Yeah, and where you work with someone for a long time, you don't like her, and her lunch smells.
I just think people don't think that comedians will have beef because we're always together. I mean, if you do a show, you're going to be with someone that you've known, at least out here with us, over 5 or 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, if TDP, if I have a book, if we booked at the Improv, we're going to run into 6-7 comedians that maybe even more in that night. So people think, I'm not saying people think, I think people assume that because we're always together and we're comics, that we all get along.
Yeah, but we all don't hang out.
No.
I mean, everybody's got their selected friends who they hang out with. You see them, and it's a gentleman's agreement that we're in the same craft, but you don't, it's like I'm always shocked that certain athletes say, oh, I never met such and such.
Anyway, Mr. C, you have a closing comment or anything you want to address on the show? So they go on a tangent.
No, man, I'm just grateful, that you guys still doing y'all thing, man. I'm able to still benefit from it. So
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for the donation.
Appreciate you, Mr. C.
No doubt, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
All right, brother. Happy New Year.
For sure.
All right.
You got one more time.
Well, for me, I won't be booked in those spaces, but I will come in and I will watch. And anybody I see who has something or a joke that needs a little bit of tweaking, I always pull them to the side and let them know how to put that joke into the next stratosphere.
Well,
So
good
that's what I do.
that you say that, because we have a question from the chat room from Hotep Shalom. He said, can you ask TDP how he got into comedy and working with Fox, and what made Lou and Wet Sponge Mouth get into comedy?
Oh my goodness. Well,
Is that negative that I said that?
no, it was the truth.
Oh, was that me? I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't know who SpongeMouth was. Go ahead.
Just playing ball, talking shit. My boy, Emmett was like, man, you gotta do comedy. So I was like, I didn't know. I just thought Eddie Murphy was the only one doing comedy. I didn't know there was comedy clubs. So we went to the townhouse. I sat on the front row. They were trying to give it to me, and I was serving their ass. So I kept going back and sitting on the first row. Then Juan Dexter was like, man, you need to do comedy. You funny. So I just sat down and wrote some stuff. But I was a storyteller like Daryl Heath. I was in that kind of lane. They're like, no, you got to trim the fat. You got to say that. You got to do. I'm like, that ain't my rhythm. That's y'all ain't doing nothing but recycling shit, because I've been watching y'all for a whole goddamn 6 months. So I know all y'all shit. But that's like Katt Williams. You study these dudes. So when you come out, they're like, oh, I got a joke list like that. No, you don't. You don't even think that way. Your goddamn linguistic skills is not even on that level. So I don't know why you trying to come at me like that. And then in that situation, we was outside the club, and then after the club, it was it was basically bag session. A lot of these dudes that weren't in town. So this 90, 91. So then we was out there, Curry, he said, nigga, you funny as shit. You want to go on the road? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to go on the road. Leave this forsaken place. Well, D.O. was the first person to take me out on the road first, D.O.
So when you went on the road, did you do stand up or did you punch the jokes up?
No, I did stand up, but then I was punching up before I went there. But then I just I said, fuck it. If I'm in the, like I said, when I was sitting on the front row and I had put my foot on the stage, and Rodney Winfield, rest in power, said, nigga, you ain't in show business. Take your foot off the stage. So that's what got me really into it. Then when hanging out with Rodney, then I was punching up his stuff, then work with DL, then work with Curry, and then King was managing all of them. Yvette Wilson, rest in power. So then I just started working with all of them because I have all the references. So that's how I got started in the business.
Wait, look.
No, go ahead.
I got involved with see, I gave you respect there. I didn't even say nothing. But
you had no choice.
Your long ass story, but I didn't say nothing. I got into it. I've kind of always had a personality, and from college, one of my buddies said I was funny. I didn't really get into it. Think about it. I wanted to be a businessman.
He's a liar.
And then what I did was when I graduated, I went to an open mic. And the first time I ever did an open mic, I had 4 jokes that I had always thought about. I got second place in a comedy competition out of 8 people. And then about 3 weeks later, I entered this contest in Columbus, Ohio, funniest person in Ohio. And whoever won it would get to tour the whole southern part of Ohio. And it was a 6-week competition, and I won it. And the people said that they kept picking me because each week I came back with a different story. And from that time on, I met a guy named Rich Scheidner. He was a well-known white comic at the time. He was pretty big. And I talked to him, and he asked me how old I was. I told him I was 26 at the time. He told me I should move to L.A. You seem like a person that's going to be serious about it. And that's how I got out here, and that's how I got into the business.
It was funny. I was just making a list of all the comics that used to come through the Comedy Act Theater. You know, like Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, Robin Harris, Jeff Arnold. I just got to put his name in it.
D.L. Hughley.
I said I have a list. If let me get to my list.
Oh,
wow. Jamie, D.L., Rusty Cundiff, who went on to become a great director. Mm-hmm. Rodney Whitfield was one of them. Ralph Harris, Robert Townsend, Yvette Wilson, Bernie Mac, A.J. Johnson, A.J. Sanders, Brad Sanders. Remember Brad? Mm-hmm. Ricky Harris, Don Reed, David Williams, and Lamont Bowman. And who was used to do the thing with the
well, my 2 was always Roy Flynn and
Roy Flynn.
William Wilson.
William Wilson, my boy. And Melanie Camacho.
No, Melanie wasn't with us in that. She came later.
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry.
She came later. She came later.
Oh, you mean your crew?
Yeah, she came later.
Joe Torre?
Yeah, Joe Torre, Guy Torre. Well, Guy came over. But Guy was more or less an actor first. But
it came out later.
Yeah, it was just a lot of great comics. And then my thing was I started off in theater. And then when I came down here,
you were thespian?
Yeah, I came down, after I got out of school, I came down, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do theater. And then I was like, this ain't gonna work. You just do theater. Mm-hmm. And I'd taken some comedy classes, and I started doing comedy. I went to different comedy clubs, and then.
So you weren't funny growing up?
Yeah, all my boys were funny. Fat Paul, Peanut, and Boogie. I was always the butt of the joke, but I used to listen to them. But I never knew. We used to listen to comedy albums all the time. Richard Pryor, we used to listen to.
Red Fox.
Okay, she just ain't gonna let me get my story out.
She's trying to help you.
Okay.
I'm getting my Dannon on.
Yeah, you know, I've been quiet tonight too. Thank you.
I have noticed.
Thank you, Poetess. Go ahead.
Cheech and Chong.
It makes for good radio. Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong. We used to listen to, hey, it's me. What's his name? Franklin the Jive.
Oh, Beast.
So, so we used to listen to all of them and study it. Go ahead, do that.
Caller.
Man, we got calls today.
Caller, you're on the air.
What's going on? It's Foolery.
Tom Foolery.
Hey, what up, baby
the
boy?
Meme King.
What's going on? I got a question for y'all. It's really for Dannon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in that Katt interview, he talked about the Fat Tuesdays, how Sad and Steve and all of them really didn't come through there. Now, I know y'all was around back then, so y'all would know. Like, is that part of what he said true?
I would say this. I don't know the answer to Cedric. In terms of performing, I don't remember Steve performing there. I don't remember Steve was there. One time they all came was really at his birthday, Guy's birthday. He had a big birthday party, and I remember that. That was his 30th birthday party. So if he says that people, if it's using that as example, then yes, they came through. But in terms of people actually coming to perform, I was there from day one. I saw who was and who wasn't. I didn't miss many shows in 5 years. But I think, he put up a post saying that these people were here. I don't even think Kevin was out here at that time, though. Right? TDP? So Kevin Hart wasn't even out here. So, now, I'll just say this part. I was there from the beginning to about 2001 at the height of it. And then I was gone from when Gary Owens and his wife took over. So I don't know, somebody might have came after that and performed.
You mean Gary Owen or Gary?
No, Gary Owens.
The white comedian?
Yeah.
I thought his name was Gary Owen.
Gary, the white dude.
No, I mean.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but I don't. So to answer your question,
there's a Gary Owens,
right? But to answer your question, I know Katt was there, and the thing about it, everybody kind of, has their opinion of who was there, who wasn't. There were some people that weren't there, and that's their story.
Okay, Tom.
Well, that was it. Because when he said that, it just reminded me of you. Because I know you had an issue with the documentary, and he said he had an issue with it too. So I wanted to call and ask you about that.
Well, I appreciate it because he was on this show. We gave him a platform to speak on it of why I wasn't in it, and there it is.
Well, you're gonna be in the next one, they said.
And I'm gonna do my own.
Thank God for the news.
25% of
The Poetess Report. And what?
Listen to the hit.
I'm listening.
Listen to the hit.
I'm listening.
Listen to the hit.
That is a fact.
Growing up as a kid, I never understood the things my dad did.
Hi. Oops, I turned your mic.
You sure enough did.
Yeah, on purpose.
Speaking to the air.
All right, in this week's Poetess Report, 50 Cent says he is abstaining from sex for a whole year so that he can focus and have no distractions. So my question is, I got other stories, but I want to ask you guys this. If you or your mate decide to go celibate for a year, would your relationship survive?
Well, then the person's not my mate if they decide to go. I mean,
you do other things, everything but.
I don't understand that question. But okay, it's cool. I mean, somebody else can answer.
So if Code 3 said, I want to go celibate.
I'm not talking about, that's just, I mean, 50 Cent is, that's just.
I'm plugging my hole.
Yeah, why is he even putting that out? That's why I don't understand why people say so. Who cares that you're not having sex, 50 Cent? Out of all the stuff you're doing.
I mean, him of all people. I mean, can he do it?
But that's why people find it interesting. Yeah.
What's interesting about 50 Cent not having sex?
Well, it's not that interesting that he's not having sex, but he would put that comment out. I mean, Lou, that's how the world runs. People say things and do things that are off base.
But just because that's how it's done doesn't mean that that's how you have to do it. See, that's what I'm looking at. People say, "Oh, well, everybody does it." Well, everybody doesn't do it. Well, that's how it works. It doesn't work like that all the time.
We're in entertainment, so
that's not always entertainment.
Okay, all right.
I mean, so you'll do anything in entertainment?
That wasn't the question.
I'm saying. Let me ask this question: is sex a distraction?
I think the headache that comes with it. Go ahead, ask Lou. He's married.
He's irritated.
No, I'm not irritated. I'm not irritated.
No, so is sex a distraction?
From what?
From if you're trying to focus on work or some project.
It can be.
Okay. So don't they limit players and athletes from
boxing only? That I know of. I apologize.
Boxing only?
Only because that's not the distraction part. It's pretty much because of the weakness of your legs.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yes.
But everybody's not built the same, so.
No, but I don't know a fighter in the world. And one guy that did do it, he got stopped, and that was Tyson when he talked about doing it. Most fighters would not have sex up to 3 to 4 months before they fight.
3 to 4 months?
Yes.
Wow.
That's why they go to camp.
Oh, that's interesting.
It must be tough, even when you get beat up.
Yeah, you want to be in shape at least.
Okay, so in other 50 news, 50 says, has announced that his production company, G Unit Film and Television, will be releasing a documentary surrounding the sexual abuse allegations made against Diddy. So that's interesting. I wonder where they fell out. Where'd that beef come from?
I don't know, but
50 go in.
could it be that when he first started? Was there a situation back then? I don't know. You know the rap game.
I don't know the politics. I don't know. If somebody knows about what's going on, or
Well, nobody wanted to sign him.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if that was the reason.
Nobody wanted to sign him.
I think people got upset because that first song he made, Robin, and what is it?
Robbing the industry.
Yeah.
But before that, nobody wanted to sign him. That's what made him do the song. To get the push.
Yeah, that's interesting that he would do a documentary about it. But okay,
He been going at Diddy though.
yeah, he
been
has.
going at him.
He really has. He really has. Okay, so stray dogs cause over $350,000 worth of damage.
Oh, come on.
At a car lot. Which I don't believe. I think these people are trying to get some insurance.
Was they
money.
shitting on the hood?
No, they said a pair of stray dogs have been caught on video causing more than $250,000 worth of damage at a Houston car dealership. One dog, described as a bull terrier mix, was captured in December, and another one, both were caught last month. Both dogs are being held by
Is this a real
a
story?
Houston animal shelter.
No, they did.
Actually, they're trying to give them up for adoption. But they were caught on surveillance video scratching the paint and tearing the bumpers off of vehicles in the lot of a General Motors. Like,
First of all, what kind
are
of
those
what kind of cars?
cars
Yeah, 'cause
expensive?
cars don't. No way. Cars don't have bumpers anymore. The way that they make them, it's a whole piece.
It could have been some classic cars.
Okay.
Who knows?
And then those cars are metal.
Well, it's the bumper on the wheel well part they get at that. Like polyester and acrylic turn dogs a certain
they think
way.
they were chasing cats that were living up under the cars.
So they were
That's
doing
what
their
they're
job.
saying. Yeah. So.
I'm trying to get rid of these cats for you, dog.
All right. Judges and other officials affiliated with the Trump case have received bomb threats and getting swatted. You guys know what the swatted is, where they call the police and say something is going on in your house, and then the SWAT team comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have gotten killed over those type of things.
Yeah.
So the judge, one happened today. There was a bomb threat with the Judge Encore, the one that's covering the New York case.
Mm-hmm.
And also the sister. Also, they went after, sorry, I can't think of her, not Letitia James, but the other one, I'll pull up her name in a second. And they also went off after Special Counsel Jack Smith, who is overseeing the whole documents case. They sent a SWAT out there to his house claiming that he stabbed his wife to death.
Allegedly.
But before they got to the house, Jack Smith has U.S. Marshals protecting him, and they've reported that that's cost since he brought the case against Trump, $4.4 million spent between April and September of last year. I have this thing I'm doing now called Binge or Cringe.
Okay.
When I'm binge watching and what's cringeworthy so far. Now, I'm late on these two series. One is I'm only on the first season of Invasion on Apple TV. I think that's good. And then I'm way late on Under the Dome, which is a Stephen King series, and it started out good, but now it's
all his
cringeworthy.
Is all his work like scary stuff, Stephen King?
Maybe not scary, but maybe thriller.
Oh, like thriller?
Yeah.
What's the difference between? Can you help me with that? With a thriller and what scary is? I never understood that one. That genre.
Horror and thriller.
Okay, so what's the
Thriller kind of keeps you on your toes, and it's mysterious, and a thriller is just scary, monsters and zombies and shit like that. So we got a call. Hang on.
Man, this is the most calls we had in 5 years.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Caller, you're on the air.
Oh, they hung up.
Good.
Yeah.
Said good. Sorry about that.
They'll call back.
And that's the Poetess Report.
Hey, Poetess.
You can talk about Tiger.
Oh, yeah, because I'm sorry. Tiger Woods has parted ways with Nike after 27 years. They made the announcement earlier this week on Twitter. And so he has informed the world that he is beginning a new chapter. What do you guys think that might be? Another endorsement?
He should have his own brand at this point.
Yeah.
You know.
He can do what he wants. I saw an article where Jack Nicklaus said that now he's finally saying, well, Tiger would never break my records. So I'm just hoping that Tiger might see that and feel like I'm going to give it a good hard 3 years to try to get him. Because he never said that before. But now that he's got this, he had this last major leg injury and all that and hasn't really been playing. Now Jack comes out and says, he was, in the way he made it was almost like, yeah, he was good, but, he'll never break my records.
Well, maybe you think he's going to retire?
Nah. I just think what my buddy told me one time was Tiger only has 4 tournaments to play for. He's got the most wins. He's 4 tournaments away from breaking the record. Outside that, he has nothing else to play for, so he got his son.
So he's 4 tournaments away of beating Jack Nicklaus?
For all the majors, for number 1 in majors. Jack has 18, Tiger has 15.
Yeah.
All right. I had another question, but I'm going to get into it in your segment. So let's just get into
Playoffs?
Teeder.
Playoffs?
When you just talk about practice, we sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
I wish one of your guys had children so I could kick them in the fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass. You won't do shit with this guy.
Oh, we look like the damn Bad News Bears.
Teeder Sports Ticker, Michigan Wolverines. Went to Pasadena, ran through Alabama to get to the championship in college to play Washington, Pac-12 team, and put it on them. So what do you rank Michigan as one of the top college teams in this new era of college playoffs?
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
I don't think they ran through Alabama. It was a good game.
They won.
They didn't run through.
They retired Nick Saban.
Nick Saban got to deal with that NIL. He's just,
the NIL.
Mm-hmm. He's dealing with players differently now. It's just a whole different thing.
Different league.
You got transfers you got to deal with, and you got to worry about your kids transfer.
So would you rate him one of the greatest coaches in college football? 17 years.
7 national championships, yeah.
I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's
I rate him as a top coach and obviously a top recruiter because he kept the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's won 7.
And to keep those guys and to get those guys to go to all those, especially Alabama, you know what I mean?
Well, that's football U.
Yeah, it's just, I think he did a great job.
Okay. Belichick out.
Could care less.
Care less.
Raider fan,
Mm-hmm.
Eagle fan.
Draymond Green back. Has he learned his lesson?
No.
No.
Come on, TDP, 12 games? I mean, do you think that's really a suspension? That's an injury out.
It is, but you're injured mentally, not being respectful on the court. So that's an injury as well.
I think that if you really wanted to suspend him, look what they did. They gave Jackson and Artest 77 games that year. Mm-hmm. That was a melee, obviously. Mm-hmm. But if you're saying that this guy is doing or near there, then how you go from 12 games? I would say at least I'd have given him 25 games.
Okay.
I wouldn't let him come back before the All-Star weekend.
Okay.
I'd have kept him. I let him come back after All-Star weekend.
For a real suspension. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Letting him know. And then in professional news, Spoelstra, head coach of the
You saw that? Oh, go
Miami Heat, got his new contract 2 days after his divorce. So the wife couldn't
get none of that paper.
Get none of that new deal. What do you feel about that, Lou? Was that a good move by the organization to wait 2 days after his divorce?
I'm sure he told his, when the judge says, when you're standing in front of her, he says, so, after this ruling, you can never go back and get anything else.
Yeah.
And once that was done, they said, okay, we'll do
So
the
you
contract.
collect from the
we'll
old
do
deal
it afterwards.
You'll collect from the old deal, nothing from the new deal.
Yeah.
I think that's a great testament to the, the partnership between him and the team, though, because the owner's like, look, we're gonna take care of you, but we'll go ahead and let that. You know what I mean? We're gonna make sure that she doesn't get none of it. They probably knew the situation.
Yeah.
And because you're right. Once the divorce was settled, and the settlements were settled, they signed him to 120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think I actually like that move in terms of the organization. I don't care about the divorce, but I'm saying that means you really gave. I'm gonna honor our friendship.
Yeah, we invested in you.
We invested in you, but you are a guy.
Right.
Because they could have dicked him and gave him the contract. You know what I mean?
And let her have it.
Yeah.
Go wreck on it. Yeah, absolutely. It's business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get into it. Hut 2, Wild Card Wednesday. Let's talk about the first matchup here. Green Bay Packers versus the Cowboys.
Scary.
What do you think?
I think Dallas, but some people are picking Green Bay. But I tell you one thing: if Love beats Dak, it's going to be some issues in Dallas.
Love over Dak.
Love over. I mean, what do you think on that? I mean, would you agree, Lou? Anybody?
Yeah. What do you think, Lou?
I like Love. I don't like the Cowboys.
Okay. Okay, let's get to the next team. Rams versus Detroit Lions. Is it their year?
Okay.
Rams snuck in there.
But the pundits are saying that the Rams might be the team to actually get there. I saw someone say that online. I can't see how they're going to go that far, but it's in Detroit, right?
Ooh.
Yes, it's in Detroit.
Yeah, Sunday game.
Yeah, in Detroit. I'm going to go with the Lions, man. I think they got to get one,
But the caveat in that is they switched quarterbacks. So
Who did?
Rams and Lions. So Goff went to Detroit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty interesting. What do you think about that?
That's what I'm saying.
Because the Rams were like, he could never ball, and then...
Yeah, they traded Goff out there.
You know what?
He was their number one pick.
And Stafford was at Detroit.
Yeah.
Wow.
They made that so this is a serious game.
I'm going to tell you this. If anything's going to happen in that game, they're going to be cracking.
And Goff really won it.
Yeah.
Prove to him.
Yeah. That y'all blew it. But they're going to be cracking in that game.
Yeah, that's a hard-filled game right there. Okay, let's get into, I haven't even seen him play this season, Cleveland Browns versus the Texans. I
That's
haven't
a
seen
tough
their quarterback, but they said he's Rookie of the Year.
Oh, C.J. Stroud?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State Buckeye, baby.
Yeah.
OH.
I haven't seen him play none this season.
He's tough. Big boy, too, 6'3".
Okay.
Got an arm. Here's the thing. Flacco is really got Cleveland. He's just,
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco is he's mending the ship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Cleveland does have the defense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that Houston. That's a tough game.
Tough game.
In my football pool, I went both of them because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Texas.
And the other game, Dolphins at Kansas City.
I want Miami, but I don't see them winning in that cold. They got to go to KC, I believe.
Yeah.
I think they could beat Kansas City in Miami. I don't see them beating Kansas City in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And I want them to. I can't stand Kansas City.
Yeah, that's a tough game right there.
It's like 15 degrees over there, they say right now.
And my, let's get that on camera.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Can we just, do you have a sponsorship with them, sir?
Steelers, we up in Buffalo, man.
You answer that.
We up in the bad weather. That's gonna be tough. That's tough up there.
Yeah, I don't think your quarterback can handle it.
But y'all are playing better with Rudolph.
Rudolph is getting the job done. The running game is getting, defense is, and then our boy Watt is out on the
JJ,
end.
yeah, what happened? His knee, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The European.
So what do you
broke
feel?
down.
What do you feel?
I feel it's gonna be tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's go to the last but and least. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You guys are Philly guys, so what's your assessment of that?
Eagles gonna win.
I believe Eagles gonna win. I believe the Eagles will set everybody up. I believe, like I said earlier, we played bad near the end, so everybody could think we wouldn't win.
So Justin Hurts against
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts against
Baker,
who was with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Now he's in.
He's actually balled this year, though.
Yeah, he's got a new release online.
Yeah.
All these games are like
They're all close.
they all setting your plateau for the next level.
Yeah, but
You
they're
know?
all close games. I think the only game that I would see someone not really doing well in is maybe a blowout in.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually that either the KC game, I think it's going to be a blowout one way or another because of that weather. I just think somebody's not going to, you know what I mean?
Weather matters right now.
It matters right now.
It matters right now.
I think the closest game is going to be the Cleveland game in Houston.
Yeah.
And I think the surprising game is going to be Dallas and Green Bay.
Yeah, those are the two top wild card games to
Yeah.
see. Because that's the thing is when you lose, you out. One and done.
It's really about football.
Man, that's the one thing about football.
NCAA tournament.
That is Teeder Sports Ticker. And for those who know, Lakers, LeBron signed a new deal with a card company, and he has a card with his son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it named after him?
That I don't know. But I think he was with Topps, and then they went to he's with another company. But the Lakers going to be all right.
What do you think about his son? His son's been
You're
balling.
talking about a card.
Trading card.
Trading card.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said a car. I
No,
apologize.
trading card.
Oh,
Trading card.
what do you think about his son?
He's balling at
He looked pretty
USC.
good, yeah, and he's
Yeah.
on restricted minutes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's where we are with that.
Yeah, you're talking about highlights with his son. We got a kid going there to be taking his spot.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
We
Look.
got a freshman going there next year. to be taking
Okay.
his spot.
That was Teeder Sports Ticker. Like you're stuffing your face.
Oh, they're eating steak and lobster over on us. It's working.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That time on radio, but
So what do you think about the Katt interview? Lou was perturbed. They're not talking about me.
No.
Tired of hearing him.
Like you said, it just drains you.
I get you.
I mean, just it's like, what are we learning past that?
But to reference that, it's like when in the business, when you cross the railroad track and you're already gone, then the train catches everybody else. It's like you already passed. You're not behind the train wreck. Yeah, so I get it, Lou. Caller! You're messing up our show. You're on the air.
Fellas, what's going on? It's Jeremy from the DMV.
Jeremy!
What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
It's all good, baby boy. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, fellas.
Well, Jeremy, let me say this before you get started, because when you called last week, what you said was impactful with like working with the homeless and everything. Do you have information or a number that people can reach out for those services?
I have an agency they can reach out to. It's the D.C. Department of Human Services, DHS.
Okay.
If you can hit an easy Google searching. Just type in D.C. Department of Human Services.
Yeah.
So if you're homeless, how can you hit it up? You just go inside your tent or your box?
No, but let me tell you something about the mayor here. She does take care of the homeless, so they have access to the library. They go to, and a lot of them hang out in the library anyway, but they have access. They can get phones. They can get a lot of stuff. That's one thing I will say D.C. does do. They really take care of their residents.
Yeah.
Like from a local city perspective, you can get a lot of assistance from the city.
Yeah, I saw a guy laying out on a iPad. He was laying there on his iPad.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So how's everything, man? How's the family? Everybody
How's
good?
it going, Jeremy?
Everything is great, man. Family's good. My dad just celebrated a birthday last week, so
Congratulations.
Yeah, Pops.
Capricorn.
yeah, he's getting up into his 70s. So
Good.
Good.
yeah.
Did y'all go out for a steak dinner? How the family handle that?
Well, my sister made him a cake.
Okay.
What kind of cake?
I'm gonna send him I think she made him a chocolate cake.
Is that with yellow? You talking about a yellow cake?
No, she makes cake from scratch. She don't do box.
No, I'm saying yellow. It was chocolate
Yellow
icing.
cake with chocolate icing.
No. It's a real chocolate cake.
So the whole cake was chocolate.
Yeah, the whole cake was chocolate.
That's a good cake.
Yeah, she makes hers from scratch.
Okay.
Can she make one and send it? Can she send one to the West Coast?
That's a good question. She probably could.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't gonna ask her. But
Okay, so Jeremy, go ahead. What's your opinion on this Katt Williams joint?
You know, as I said last week, man, that's entertainment for the crowd, for the people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he really just got up and just said a lot of stuff he's already been saying. So, like I said before, I think he just sold out every show that he has booked for this year off of that interview.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's going to just turn into a back and forth. Now Steve and everybody else is coming out and saying this. And, I mean, it's just going to keep going back and forth. Another person going to come out and talk about it. So let me ask y'all a question. Y'all are comedians. So I'm noticing a certain trend from certain people, like Faison and some other folks who don't like Katt. Like, what's all that about? Like, what's the beef when you hear guys like that? And let me ask another question. Who has the ability to even talk about a Katt Williams with the work that he's done on the comedy and movie stage? Because when I see a person like Faison hating on him, I'm like, bro, you ain't even done a special. Like,
I'll just say, I don't know about the Faison part, but everybody, once you become a public figure, anybody can have a comment on you. So I don't think that...
No, I get... No, I'm not asking that part. No, I'm saying from a comedic standpoint, because I'm seeing a lot of comedians come out and say stuff.
Well, Faison been in the game a minute. I mean, he's credible. So, I mean, if you're asking that question, I think that, again, someone that's been in the business, I think Faison's probably been in it over 20-something years or whatever. If he wants to make a comment, whether it's right or wrong, correct or wrong, negative or positive, right, I think he has the pedigree to be able to speak on it.
Well, I'll give you the inside scoop, Jeremy. It's just like walking into the club. It's like you marking your territory. Where do you stand in this room? So is he going up next? Okay, I'm going to go up to whoever's running the club to say, I want to go next. So do I have bumpability? Mm-hmm. That is to make the person that's going next go behind me. So now I'm creating an atmosphere in there like, I'll run this room because I run it with the laughs. People want to see me. They asking me, when am I going up while I'm standing next to you? They're not asking you that. They're asking me that. So now it becomes jealousy and envy going that way. So now when I hit the road, they love me just as well as the city is on the road. So some people don't get a chance to leave the city. So they got to stay. So jealousy and envy comes in those ways when you're out there making people laugh.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I feel all that was about. Like, because as long as I've been watching comedy, I'm still kind of young as far as watching, comedians.
Right.
I mean, I go back to the Def Comedy days.
Right.
Days. So, I've been seeing Katt all over. I ain't seen Faison nowhere.
Yeah.
Or just other comedians who are coming out and talking against, him.
But in defense of Faison or other comics like that, like TDP said, a lot of times you get guys that are on the road. So just because we may not see them, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that they're not working.
Right.
So if, and you got to remember, the internet is only, 10, 12, 15 years old. So now people are being seen more on the internet. But, Faison's been a worker. Katt's been a worker. I had someone say to me, well, Dan, are you still doing commercials? Because they hadn't seen me in one in a while. And then I had one pop up and the person, I just saw your commercial. So just because we don't see that person or you haven't seen that person does not mean that person isn't relevant.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that they're irrelevant, but I'm a customer of the comedy, so
right.
Okay.
A lot of comedy shows, so I keep up with who's coming here, and I'm usually in a big city, so I always see who's coming on a routine basis.
Mm-hmm.
So I know who's working and who's kind of not working. So
I
just thought that was kind of interesting to hear other comedians, even talk down on Katt. But like I said, I think it was more entertainment than anything. He sold out all his shows, which was a great marketing ploy.
Absolutely.
Because I think, what's the video up there? Almost 20 million now? Or more than 20 million?
20, sir. Almost 40, 45, almost 50 million views.
Hey, Jerry. So, Jeremy, thank you so much. We got to keep moving. No, I mean,
what's going on, Lou?
Oh,
He's
no.
perturbed.
Hey, no, I'm
He's
not.
perturbed.
The lady just said, the boss just said, dude, she said, that's where I'm going with what she
Why
said.
you snitching? Just be you.
Listen, thank you, man.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, man. Much
Take
love.
care, bro.
you,
Be
Jeremy.
safe. Be safe, Jeremy.
You know, and Faison's always been Faison. He's always had his own comment on the art. He's never shied away from his honesty. So that's that. He's spoken on a lot of subjects that a lot of people were not afraid. And he's
Dannon Green spits his truth, ideas, and stories.
Oh, baby, he
It's
likes
the
it
spit.
wet.
Mine?
Dannon
Oh,
Green.
baby, he likes it
really gotta change.
wet.
That AI is just so irritating. That fake voice.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you really gotta do it.
Just change. Yeah,
Coming to a mop near
You gotta
you.
do it.
POTUS,
yeah.
I would just appreciate if you did the voice.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
I
yeah,
will.
yeah,
Okay.
That's just,
All right. So, I'll be brief. But the topic pretty much today is people getting exposed and the meaning of truth and being a snitch. I just want to talk about the snitch part real quick. And it kind of all leads into the same situation. We have a lot of podcasts now. We have a lot of people talking about different stories that have happened in the past or situations that they dealt with people. And some of those situations are, like we talked about earlier, we do know about or we don't know about. And a lot of times everybody's looking at that as just being pure entertainment, but you're still giving out information that sometimes, and a lot of people don't want to be out.
Yeah.
So I had an issue, TDP, I think we talked about it before, where people not liking 6ix9ine, the young kid.
Mm-hmm.
They called him a snitch, and you have people like the Breakfast Club and a lot of these big pundits, as well as a lot of rappers. Oh, he's a rat, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference I find out what a snitch is a snitch is if you and I go do a robbery together or some type of thing we plan to do together, I get caught, and then I tell on you, I'm snitching. But if I'm employing you, like he was employing people, and then it comes out that you set me up for a robbery, you take me to the place where I'm getting robbed without me even telling you where I live.
Illegal malfeasance.
Yes, and you threaten to kill my mom, and you sleep with my baby mama while I'm on the road making money, but then the judge says you're about to do 40 years if you don't let us know what's going on. I don't see that as a snitch when your boys turned on you.
Mm-hmm.
In saying that, there was a code of ethics in terms of, like you say, the mafia. You know what I mean? You don't snitch, you do the time, we're going to take care of you. I would argue that who's going to really look out for this guy if he didn't do it? In relationship to what's been happening with the media, people being exposed, if something happened to you back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and we'll keep it to entertainment because that's what we do, and someone did something, you couldn't get a situation like what we're talking about with Katt. Because if Katt would have came out and said this in 1980, 1990, early 2000, he would have been canceled. He could have been blackballed and never been able to get his voice out there. Because of social media, it has allowed people to be able to express themselves and, whether it's true or not, be able to get their truth out there.
Amplified.
Yes, sir. So because of that, I'm looking at a lot of what's going to happen. A lot of people have said this, not only, what the last interview was with Katt and Shannon, but a lot of people feel 2024 is going to be the year of people being exposed. And I think it started last year with a lot of the Me Too, a lot of sexual harassment that women were able to finally come forward and talk about. Now, would they have been believed years ago? That's apples and oranges. But because they do have the internet now and social media, it is an opportunity for people to put out their truth and then have the public opinion before the law gets it to decide, AKA Puffy. Okay, so in terms of this segment, I just wanted to kind of touch on that because, we had a little discussion about it earlier, whether it's negative or it's positive. But I think it comes a point in people's lives that you get tired. I know how I am right now. I'll speak for myself. I've did a show in November, my own private show in November. Then I did one in December at the Ha Ha. I did well. I got one coming up. I can actually say, even though I've always been confident. I felt like I've always tried to play second fiddle to a lot of people out here not believing in my skills, even though I believe I've had them. So I think what's happening with me and other people as well is people are going to step out of their comfort zone, you know what I mean, and maybe be more aggressive towards things they want to do in their life.
This is the year where cream rises to the top.
I believe so, TDP, because I think after a while you just can't, you can't keep beating someone down or compressing people's truth or their opinion of truth. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna threaten you, I'm gonna cancel you, you're a liar. Why would you say these things? And then when we do get something like where a person got 48 million views, you have to ask yourself in a 2-hour and 46-minute interview or any time that you're discussing something in your life, whether it's on the show, can it be true, or can it all be lies, or can it not? Some of it has to be some truth. So I think that's why people are starting to get exposed, because people have no fear now of being, I don't like to use the word cancel, but being canceled, being disrespected.
Yeah, I want to be heard. And this is, even in his interview, that was his truth according to what he dealt with.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, and adding to that, this is what I will say. As a comedian, as a writer now, producer, whatever, when I'm getting interviewed by someone, I'll also have to be smart enough to know, and I say this to anyone, to know when you might be getting set up. You know what I mean? For some information that you probably don't need to put out there. Right. There's been plenty of questions about Fat Tuesday to me over this last week that I've been very selective in talking about, not whether it's true or not, but I know it gets out the wrong way. You know what I mean? Then
they're going to run with it.
They're going to run with it. And then it's going to get somewhere else, and then people are going to say, well, you said this, and I know what I said, and I know what I didn't say. Mm-hmm. So I think it comes to a point right now, what's happening in our society, and I do believe this, and this is what I was trying to tell Lou earlier, I think that people are finally getting tired of being forced to believe something that may not be their belief. That's a tree when you know it's an orange, but you're going to force me to say that that's a tree. So I think people are now coming to that point, TDP and Lou, that they're tired of really, I won't say being brainwashed. I think that's too much, but
led astray.
Not allowed to think for themselves. And I think when you see this this interview with Katt, I think that was some of the aspects. And again, something one of the callers said, I didn't make a comment on it, but I want to make it now. If you take away all of the people that he talked about, if you take away about all of the different things that were happening in Hollywood, but then you listen to the other things that he was talking about in terms of how to deal with people in life and being kind to people, I think, he had about an hour of that.
The silver lining.
Yes, combined in the interview that I think we all need to look at, because if any of us say that we're great men or great women and you can't seem to see something and learn something from someone else, then I think you're doing yourself an injustice if you're trying to say you're this type of person in terms of learning.
It is, sir.
Yes.
And on that note.
Wow.
Okay. I thought I was talking fast.
Out of time, and then we got Jeff on the line. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, hilarious. Hilarious.
Jazzy Jeff.
Hey, what's up?
What up, Jeff? Thanks for interrupting me.
Face. It's the look on Louis' face that fuck you as a person. Damn. The way he looking at you, Dan, and damn, homie.
I know. I don't know why, but I guess we'll never talk about that subject matter again.
Hey, but I agree with you wholeheartedly, Dan. 2024, nigga, I'm stealing all y'all niggas shit. And I dare you niggas to say something to me. I'm doing that McDonald's joke. I'm revamping it to Wendy's. I'm doing the dog joke. I'm doing the yogurt joke. Nigga, step to me if you want to, nigga. You're going to find out what's going to happen, homie. I'm telling you.
Okay, Jeff.
Doing all of that.
Aren't you supposed to be working?
So Jeff, in the...
I mean, really. Why? That's so corny. Why don't you talk about what's going on with you and what's happening and where you are and the highlight of your day and your evening? Because that was just weak.
Well,
it's so weak. I mean, you're better than that. So what are you doing? What is your highlight of your career and your day and what you've been working for 30 years on, and now you're getting it? So what?
Stealing niggas' jokes.
No, see, that's what I'm saying, and that's why you just won't be. There's a better you inside of you, and it's a better you inside of you, and you keep going to the lower denominator. We all would love to learn what's special about you as far as directing, and that's what I'm saying. But that's what you go to something that's weak as opposed to what you talk about, what you wanted, what you want to do. Like last week, you were on there talking about how Danny didn't call you and all that, but now you're doing something that's positive and that you worked for, and you come on and give us that.
I'm always doing something positive.
Nah, don't try to no. What you came on was what you. Come on, be strong. Be stronger than that.
I'm stronger than you.
See,
all right, so can we get into your topic,
Go ahead,
Jeff, about the okay. So Jeff turned in a video. We're gonna watch the video.
That was weird. That was uncomfortable.
Only because we're running out of time. Okay, so here's the video that Jeff sent in.
It comes in waves. Most of the time, I'm okay, and then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately. It's love.
Whore!
I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want my person.
I want you to hurry up and
hurry up.
Why is it so hard to find your person?
Because you was acting like you was all that when you was younger. You could tell she was fine.
First of all, Poetess, you said she might be light skinned.
Yeah, that woman is white.
That woman is not light skinned.
You should have gave her my number. She wouldn't be single. But Lou, TDP.
No, it's Jeff's segment. Jeff, you go.
Oh, I forgot Jeff was here. I'm sorry, Jeff. I forgot he wasn't here. I had a question for y'all.
Fresh off of your segment.
Yeah. Since you interrupted mine, Jeff. Go ahead.
Hello?
Oh, he might have.
So cut.
Oh, he hung up.
I heard his feelings.
Okay, so the question is,
you did it, huh?
Yeah.
Dating over.
You did it, huh?
Dating over 50.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do older people date, and what's the difference when you were dating in your 20s versus now in your 50s?
The difference in dating.
Well, go ahead. I'll let you guys go first.
Go ahead.
Well, at least, I have sex quicker because them videos ain't holding out. They let it go. They let it go. You know what? There's not a difference. The only difference, I think, in today's point of dating older or dating younger is meeting them. People don't go to clubs really that much no more. So it's hard to meet. But luckily, I've been meeting women at
Chef Maryland's.
I did buy some dinner one night. but TDP at our shows, because there's always a lot of single women that go. There's women love comedy, and there's also a lot of single women, so I meet a lot there. And actually, just in general, some I have met online, but not through a dating site.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I got off of that. I used to be on Tinder and all of that stuff, and it was just too much.
Well, I think one of the differences is the expectations. Like when you're in your 20s, you're just out there just hitting whatever you can.
Man or woman, though?
Both.
Okay.
But also, you're looking for someone to start a family with. But when you're in your 50s, you've gone past all of that for the most part. Mm-hmm. So I would think the dating in your 20s and 30s is to start building a family, and most 50-year-olds are probably divorced and have grown kids. Mm. So maybe they're just dating for companionship.
See, someone like her, this lady here that we just saw.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, like, if she wanted that, I don't know.
She's an attractive looking woman.
Yeah, she is.
Because she turned it down.
Right, and see, that's the point I wanted to say. I believe... And
they go by this list.
Well, not only that, all these years they've had probably, like TDP said earlier, they probably have had a lot of good men, because every man ain't bad come in their lives. But when you think you a hot chick and you in your 30s and your 40s, you still getting attention, you ain't, okay, the men ain't, you don't want them. But now you at an age and it's like, that's not what's important.
What she did was she cleaned herself up.
Mm-hmm.
got nice and cute, got in the car to be a victim.
I agree.
So what guy's gonna come and see you on the video, knock on your window, say I'm that guy? Get away from me, creep! And you go back into that situation. But you always just want to be a victim because you want people to just feel sorry for you and your situation.
She probably needs to get out more. I mean, and try the whole online dating
But
thing.
I don't
see why it's hard for her.
I don't think it's about getting out more. I think it's about more accepting more. Let a man come up and say hello. Sometimes, and I'm not saying she's not, but a lot of times I've felt in the street, I'll say hello to a woman just in passing, and they won't even speak.
And then I noticed too, some women marry guys who are not their type, so to speak. Like women have a certain type. I think some women have a certain type in their mind, but they sometimes end up marrying someone that's totally not their type.
The reason I think it's harder for men
You think it's harder for men?
Yeah, because one thing about a man, especially if a man's been hurt, when you get in your late 40s and your 50s, it's harder to recover from a heartbreak. When we're younger, we can recover from it. Your boys will say, come on, let's go out and kick it. Like the girls, hey, let's go out and have some drinks. But when you're older and if you're single and you are, your kids are grown and you have no one around but maybe your dog or your cat, you know what I mean? And you got to deal with it. So that protection, that shield comes up more. I think that there's more.
I think it's the opposite for me. As I got older, it's easier to let go of a relationship.
But I'm saying, not letting it go, but getting hurt by one. Do you feel that?
I think everybody is prone to be hurt at some point, but I think as I got older, I got over it faster.
See, I'm like that now. And
so you got to teach us to say blunts over booze.
You know what? Fuck you. I got weed.
You know what? It's why is it that women or even men that are over 50 and single, why is that weird to people? That's what I don't understand. Like some people are cool being single.
Because I believe, and this is from women's point of view.
Yo, you single? You ain't had no kids? What's wrong with you?
Well, but that's usually women. Men don't usually say that. If a man says that, he's looking at...
I think it's more weird when a man doesn't have kids and they're in their 50s or 60s.
See, and that's what they say. But the difference is, I think it's weirder when there's a woman. But when you look at a woman, if I see a woman in her 40s and 50s, I'm looking at it, and I ain't going to say this. I know women ain't going to like it. I'm looking to see how attractive she is or isn't. Because a lot of fine women don't have kids or a family because they've been trying to play that game and be Mrs. Hot Summer for the long period of time. Now they find themselves being alone because think how many women you see that aren't that attractive that they with somebody. You be like, damn, how did she get a man? They got men.
Yeah.
Big girls,
gang of them.
Yeah.
Because big women go in there with the attitude of, hey, I'm not going to blow my opportunity trying to be something that I'm not.
I just love Danny just says what he wants to say, man. He just said it. I mean, I was thinking it, but I was like, Danny said it. I mean.
I don't know what I said, but hopefully I don't get killed. Like T said, she put the proper light on, the lighting and all that, but she didn't tell the truth about why she is,
who she is and why she's single and how she wants to be loved.
Right.
And I just want to be held. And like she said, she goes through phases. When you're going through a phase right now, that's called a flash. That's a hot flash. It's menopause.
And what TDP just said, I think is even more interesting. She like y'all said, she cleaned herself on social media. She said these things. Now, and I know, thirsty ass men are going to be all in them DMs and all online. Girl, you fine. You don't need to be single. And that's what she wants. So sometimes they just want their attention.
Attention whores.
Yes, and not really wanting to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's just, people say what they want. Everybody needs companionship.
But I would never put it on social media, Lou.
No, and I know I would need that. And I would never go on the site to meet someone, a dating site. And I know people have met people on the dating site, but I'm not going on a dating site to meet someone. I mean, I met Code 3 at a restaurant.
Yeah.
What was your pickup line?
You gonna pay for this dinner?
She came up and introduced herself and said hi.
Oh,
she introduced herself to you?
Yes.
She pulled you?
Did she recognize you?
No, she's introduced herself. Hi.
She wouldn't know if you had warrants.
Yeah, that's what she said. Hey, how you doing? Are you Lewis?
No,
as she runs your code.
We greeted each other. She had a beautiful red dress on.
I remember
it. And I said hello, and then I gave her my number. She gave me her number, and then she called.
She called?
Wow.
I might have called.
So does it matter to you all if a woman pursues you? Nowadays, the term is pick Misha. That's the...
Pick Misha?
What's that mean?
Well,
that means pick me.
Oh.
I rather a woman, if I meet her, I give her my phone number. Because in some aspects, I already let you know I'm interested.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you my number. Because you might be just taking my number thinking that you're getting rid of me. You know, some women say, I just took your number so he would stop talking to me, whatever.
Number collector.
You're right. So what I do is I don't ask the woman for her number. I give the woman my number all the time.
What if she gives you her number, though? Will you
I
call
won't.
first?
No. Because especially with everything going on too, with the Me Too and sexual harassment type of stuff, if I call you more than 2 times, if I can't get in touch with you, say I'm calling you 3 times out the week, the first thing some people will say, damn, you bugging me. Right. Even though I might wait 48 hours before I try it again. So my thing is, I'm letting you know I'm interested. Here's my number. If you call me, I'm doing 2 things. You let me know that you're interested, and you just built a little, paper trail just in case she decides to go, well, he was harassing me. And I'm going to say, well, officer, she called me first. She was interested.
Right,
so,
right,
I mean, it sounds
gotta
scary.
Protect yourself.
Yes, it sounds crazy, but this is the society that we're living in now.
I think men and women need to be careful out there. There's some crazy people out there.
Mm-hmm.
I right away, Code 3 was a cop. She had a badge, so I knew she had a background check.
She had all that when you met her?
No, but when she told me what she did, she was in law enforcement, and then I knew I was clean because I had to have background check to be around kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Coach. So that's the first thing.
That's true right there.
First thing he's like, okay, are you clean? I'm clean, you're clean, so let's go forward now.
Let's get dirty.
You know what, Lou? Let's get dirty. Lou, that's a great point you just made there, right there. That a lot of women don't take in consideration. Mm-hmm. When you see a man that works with kids or coaches, especially at the high school level, junior high school, elementary school, or like you work in a group home or some type of thing, you got to know right there, this man's background is clear.
Right.
Yeah, he's had a
because
background
you can't get a job doing it. As a woman, I would probably be more attracted to that type of person than a fireman or a cop.
You can't have a restraining order on you.
You can't have nothing.
None of that.
Felony.
If you have one incident with a child, this is why when I work with kids, I don't even argue with them no more. If you have an incident with a child and there's an allegation and it goes and they think they find something, even if you're innocent but they release you, you can never work with kids again.
Yeah.
No, if you get arrested.
So women date guys that work in group homes.
No, you just got to be careful. You can't be careful who you bring in your home.
That part.
That's true.
If you got young
Because then you got
kids,
some woman that just fucked that up on general principle.
Yeah.
That you do that.
That's true.
Yeah, and then they cry, well, I didn't know he was like that, really. But you still,
you
didn't
right.
know, but you still had him around your children.
Right.
You're still saying, call him daddy. You're still saying, it's just, but these are just, people just are that lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if women would just be more open, you got to be protective, but still, I believe if women would be more open to a conversation. Sometimes, we used to be able to drive down the street. You see a woman in a fine car next to you, you'd be like, hey.
No, that was you.
I did that. a number of times, though. But guess what?
And he still does it.
Yeah, I've never driven
But
down
anyway.
And
why is his window wet?
Yeah, I never did it.
I rolled the window down, TDP.
Why is his window wet?
TDP, any great words of you? Fuck you, TDP.
All right, so let's get to our Jet Beauty of the Week.
You too.
Lewis?
Oh, the Jet Beauty of the Week?
You just sent me some random, so I just
Oh,
picked
you know
one.
what? Yeah, I thought I sent you the one that I picked, but
Yeah.
it's okay. Yeah, you picked, who would you pick?
Pam Grier.
Ooh, look at those mother freaking judge.
She was Jet Beauty of the Week, June 24th, 1971.
How old was she there,
Poetess?
22.
God damn.
Now, and who knew all that talent on the outside? And it was so much more talent on the inside.
And here's a picture of her now.
good. No, I'm joking.
That's
She's still
right.
fine. She's still fine.
She's 74.
She look good.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
You know who she looks better than?
One of her knees look like a knee replacement.
You know who did? You stupid. That one on the right.
Yeah. Sitting up higher. Look at
yeah. Hey, that's fucked up.
High cartilage tear.
Yeah.
Hey, who aged better? Her or Jane Kennedy?
Her.
Yes, Jane Kennedy did not age well.
I seen her one day. That's when the Mavericks Flat was going on. It was an event. That was the first time I ever seen her in person. That's a big woman.
Who's that? Her?
Jane Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got a big head.
Yeah, it seemed like she got more masculine features too as she got older.
And that light skin didn't break. You know, some light skin people don't age well.
But she's still beautiful though.
Yeah, she is.
She still looks good.
But Pam looked better.
Well, I mean, they both.
Mrs. Parker looked the best out of all of them, though.
Kathleen, I just talked to Kathleen yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She's supposed to be giving me some golf lessons.
Okay.
Because Dannon was supposed to. So I ended up calling Kathleen because she's actually on my team when we play in February.
Well, you're good because Kathleen is good.
Yeah.
And tell her you know me and she's going to love you. Because me and her been on the team twice.
On Kathleen.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying tell her that you know me.
Bitch. That's
Damn, I know. Shit.
Territorial.
I said tell her that you know me. She'll give you better lessons.
But listen, shout out to Jeff. Congratulations.
Congratulations. No matter what you're doing, Jeff.
Nah, that
congrats.
was so funny. He got off the phone quick. I always hurt his feeling, but I don't mean to.
Yes, you do, Lou.
No,
that was cruel, Lou.
I know how much more that's in Jeff.
But he was trying to make light of what was going on. He was having fun.
I wanted the world to know more. He's always talking about how we don't know what he's doing and we don't respect what he's doing and all this and all that. And here he was doing something that's important to him that we would love to keep talking about.
Well, not really, but
I mean, no, he could have talked about directing that whole the Anderson
whatever he was
Paak
doing.
thing.
Yeah.
But you didn't allow. You just kept beating him and just saying, okay, I know you're a gangster.
No, I asked him to tell me.
Excuse me. I know you're a gangster, but just tell me about the video that we saw you working on.
Okay, so then why? So how is that beating him up? Then he should have just went and told us. But yet he gets off the phone.
Sometimes you gotta steer the cab.
Yeah, this is the same guy that's a gangster and a player and all that, and you keep telling me to handle him with kid glove. I mean, this either he's Chi-Town or he's not.
Steer the herd. Just steer the herd.
Act like the dog, man.
Every bull is not gonna cooperate. Yeah. Just steer the herd.
That is so steering. Just tell me, homie. Tell me. That's what I want to know. I want to know about your greatness. I believe Jeff is great.
You should have just interviewed him instead of attacking him. Yeah.
You did kind of attack him a little.
You think so?
Yeah. He was on his ass.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll work on that.
Before we go, I want to shout out the people who donated this week. Thank you to Jackie, who donates every week. We appreciate
Thank you, Jackie.
Love you, Jay.
Also to Richard Pettibone.
Hey, Richard, that's a new name. I haven't heard him before.
Thank you. And then Prime Primo. Thank you all for
donating
this week. And don't forget, we have we're on Patreon now. So
it's
there's
Patron.
Patreon.
No, it's Patron.
Hey,
I checked it out.
Poetess.
See how it's spelled? Patreon.
Yeah.
It's not
Patron.
Papillon.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Okay,
it's
but
Papillon
you
without
spelled
Patreon.
it wasn't spelled that way last time.
Yeah, well, see the link says Patron on it.
On the
Patron.
bottom. Yeah, patron.
Watch
it
your
says
attitude.
patron, not
Slow down.
Patron. It's spelled it's patron. But anyway, you can subscribe to us every month for $20. That's like $5 a show. So support the guys, and as always, we appreciate
Can we get a
you
better
guys
picture of us
for
up there?
tuning in.
Tom Foolery. Who was that? Jeremy from DMV.
Jeremy.
Yes. We have more calls tonight. We have some calls.
And,
People wanted to talk.
Pooh Lee.
Thank you all.
Hey, thank you guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.
When did you start talking last?
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey, sorry, boss.
Ain't nobody's boss. I'm just here like everybody else.
So we got King Holiday coming up, right?
Oh yeah, speaking of that, on Monday we'll be broadcasting live from the King Parade, and I was gonna see if any of you guys want to sit with me while we stream live.
Oh,
we're gonna stream live.
Let's not do our show then live.
We're streaming live in front as the parade goes by.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool.
What time
if you
is
guys
that?
I think it starts at 10 a.m.
We have heaters.
You know what? I'll bring a heater.
Okay, you bring some hair ties. I will try to be here.
Or stop by for a minute, and but we're gonna be set up out there, and streaming the parade. So those of you in other states and want to see the parade come down Crenshaw, tune in, starting at 10 a.m. on Monday.
King gonna be there?
Where do we park? How do we get here?
You just go. I always come around the back.
Okay, 'cause I don't know.
Santa Rosalia.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I'd never come down. I rarely come down Crenshaw.
Happy birthday, Dad.
And happy birthday to Dr. King. And we out, y'all.